grace. Thank you for the grace and the mercy that you still have me here. So, not sure about Elijah, but at this point I'm still here in the flesh. So, you must have a reason. You don't do anything without purpose or no free will. So, always give thanks to you, Father. I am. Thanks to you, the word Hokadesh. The word became flesh. Shiloh that will redeem his bride. So you created this web, this worldwide net. This, well, here I am again, because pretty much my only option at this point, no free will, no luck, is this web. So thank you for 26 years ago giving me an abundance, giving me almost 25 years with you birthed your son. You gave me a son that I didn't think I'd ever have. So what an abundance. I only got to spend 7 years with my dad. So thank you, Father, for Elijah John. 2 scriptural names. Elijah, the one who left in a flaming chariot. And there were 2 Johns, one that was obviously the Baptist and one was given the revelation. So thank you, I am. I don't know where you are, Elijah, but I miss you, son. Don't make plans. What? Father has a plan. Father is the writer and the editor, right? No, we edit. So thy kingdom come. We're supposed to edify the Father, that he's the creator and the writer and the author. And by self-will, we'll have our name blotted out of the book of life. So I love the word more than I love my son, and I don't always understand what Father does. So I hope that my son is, if he's alive, that he's girded in Father. I don't know how I don't know. It's an unknown. Prognosko is to have foreknowledge of. So Father knows. Shiloh, the one who redeemed his bride. I hope my son is girded in Father's service, in his word. Maranatha, until he returns, because I know he loved the word. I miss sharing the agape, the gospel, with Civic, the moderator here on YouTube. So, Father's will be done. There's no free will. So, I don't know where my son is at. I know that 26 years ago, my son was birthed, and I was given a bounty because I was only given 7 years with my dad. I got to spend a tremendous and a substantial amount of time with my son because I was independent of the system for a lot of his years, decades of his time when he was on this rock. If he's still here, I love him still. I'm confused, but I know in faith that Father creates all things and he's the writer. So there's nothing happening by chance or will of its free will. It's Father's the writer, and by self-will we can have our name blotted out of the book of life. So I just want to give thanks to Father for 20 plus 5 almost years that that I got to spend with my son, and I only got to spend 7 years with my dad. So my son knows that my father is his father, and he's not. I'm only his dad. So I won't be there come the 7th shofar, the wedding feast of the lambs, the supper, the wedding supper. So we're weeks, not months now from this coming to maybe potential some kind of resolve. It's a lot of unknown still. So I live in an unjust system that has terrorized my son and my daughter and myself, and that's just part of God's plan. Those he chose, those he knows. Prognosco, have foreknowledge of. So I don't want to question. He says, I do all these things after my own counsel and for my own pleasure. So Father beats his bride. He beats the bride. So, but you don't understand the gospel. So I know. What I miss most about Elijah is sharing the gospel, even as a moderator here on this channel. Father will pour out a measure that's poured out on those you pour out. The measure you pour, it's porous like a sieve. Narrow is the way. Pour. I'll pour out the bowl. No, the cup. Cup of wrath will be poured out on the nations who fornicate with the beast. So I know my son didn't love the beast at all. And he got caught up in the beast because of his dad. Because of me. Because I stand against. And that's what we're in opposition. That would be Satan in opposition if you stand against Father Shiloh, the lamb that will redeem his bride, the bridegroom. The lamb and the wedding feast of the lambs, the lamb supper. But see, I know my son knows this, and I miss that the most about him. So I don't have anybody to share the gospel with other than here. So I know my son loved the gospel. Remember, thief on a cross, son, okay, Dad, I love you. And he got shot with his hands above his head. So I know what this country did. I know what this perverted agape, perverted Shem, perverted law, perverted Jesus, perverted country, abomination, the corporation America did. And Father is accountable, right? He'll pour out a just measure of those who, right? Remember, those he chose, they'll go through suffering because they stand against in opposition of the law as he stood against the halakha and the Haggadah, the opposition of his father's perverted, froward Torah law. So I just try to help my son. I only use my voice. So they already dropped my daughter's charges 14 months ago. Kidnapped her that day. If you take somebody's body, Fifth Amendment right, remember you have the right to Fourth and Fifth. like they're violating people's rights on the streets of this corporation America by accosting under the Fifth Amendment right of Miranda. Their bodies, arrest, their bodies, the wrists, their bodies, it don't matter. That's an arrest. Without the right of due process, you do not have to have. Remember the Constitution? Remember? Victimless crime? Repugnant? You have the right to face your accuser. So I know what Father birthed. Yeah, Miranda. You have the right to anything you say and do. You can kick that can down the road because it can't. I can't, but you can. How about just a Constitution? Do not quit your post till properly relieved. The first general order I took as a veteran, which I rebuke my service as my tour, but that says do not quit your post. It's the right, not freedom or will, to choose without a victimless crime. Repugnant, the Constitution says. Yeah, it wouldn't put the state against you, but you're a bootlicker. I've served Jack Boot Thug myself, so he makes me an opposition stand. The opposition means Satan. Grow up. It's an adult-only stream. Remember, he already chose his bride. He said, come out of my people, be in it, but be not of it. The beast is the dollar. America is the beast, hey, in case you ain't figured it out, with 1,000+ co-opted all countries. Makes Rome look like child's play. That's right, 1,000+ military bases in all 180 countries. Meaning the takeover of the dollar that you served with your W-2 tax, and he turned over the money changer tables. Over 2%, they start a revolutionary war. And I said evolution, not revolution, not a hamster going nowhere on a wheel like 6-shooter and a pop, pop, pop. Yeah, right, whatever. Never said. I said put away. Remember? Maranatha, have extra oil. The eye is the lamp. We are the vessel. The body is the temple. Darkness or light, they don't mix. Water and oil, dark and light. Horizo, I am the separator. I divide. I am the horizo. I am the alati. I am the hados. I am the divider. How about that? Not peace. Remember? I didn't call. I just said don't bring guns with men with guns. Instead, they grenaded my son and daughter in their sleep. Sleep. You know what the word broadcast means? Sow seeds. The enemy came and sowed seeds while you were sleeping. Welcome to the HD Fat broadcast. Father creates all jots, tittles, yods. By self-will, you have your name blotted out. There is no free will. There's no luck. There is no chance. I know the word. Word is Holkadash, spirit ghost. There's no such thing as ghost. Father is ghost. You can go ahead and opaque, like I'm seeing through your facade, your house of cards. Your 2 jokers in a deck knocking you over. Well, if this was chess, I would have made you flip the board over. Like checkers, you play a simple game. This ain't a game. You're not going to pass go. You're not going to collect $200 like Boardwalk, Main Street, Broadway. Broad is the way that leads to hell. Would anybody like to define the word hell in here? If you'd like to continue in the conversation, tongue. Alien tongue. Alien is the word dialectus or glossa, meaning foreign. There's no such thing as aliens. No such thing as free will. No such thing as luck. No such thing as a planet. No Lucifer, no Jesus, no devil. Where do you come up with these yods? You know what a yod is? How about halakha? With your rituals, you practice on your, it's not 2025. God's not Father is a God. No, that's a title. I am Harizo, as I already told you. Like Progonosco, you should already know because I already told you. You want to get back in time? All right, here we are. So what's the word hell? Want a definition? Then you can talk. Otherwise, you're an alien dialect. Alien is foreign, not gods in the sky. I hope you're doing this somewhere, Elijah. Well, that's all I know. So thank you, Father. Who we got in here? Thank you, Father, for bringing in the ministry, the fellowship, moderators, moderate off anybody who's a viper, who's swine, pigs, people in government, and people who lick the boot, government boot, pig lickers. You know the deal. Remember, this ain't a house of cards. The body's the temple. It's a spiritual Israel. It's a spiritual bride. They were inwardly spiritual Jews. So, Jew. Remember fake? You know, how about Project Blue Book? Tell me what you know about that. Define the word abyss or you got to go. We did say what was the stream? We said define the word. Yeah, you're going to keep paying taxes. Like, okay, I'm going to keep paying taxes and I'm off the grid. I know my land. Are you on a Wi-Fi router there, Joey boy? Joey, are you the one off of Friends? Bunch of actors. Joey, I'm talking to you. I think he's another pedophile. I think Joey went to Trump's Island, EpiPen Island or Epstein. It's Trump's Island. So Joey, speak up, 662. It's not Blue Beam. So I rebuke you, Spawn. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. Speak up, Joey. Friends. Remember? Well, who was that? The man on that movie that they called Jennifer. Speak up, Jennifer, Joey. Speak up. Speak up. Speak up, Jennifer. Aniston, man. Aniston, man. See, 3 head heights. 8. Yep, from head to toe. Oh, got you. Remember? A man like me with testosterone. Somebody cut my finger off. Look at that. Testosterone. Joey. Uh-oh, we got another man shell in here. Another Reggie. Hut hike for the beavers. Joey, you've been exposed. You're one of these man shells, aren't you? Transgender Jesus, you go after gods in the sky. There's no blue beam. Get away from me. If you say blue beam again, Spawn, I'm going to rebuke you out of here. And you're going to be shown to the light. This is adult-only stream. Off the grid and losing your mind. Okay, moderate Joey. Thank you. Goodbye. It's book, not beam. You're an idiot. Oh, they have directed energy. You need to go. I have moderators in here. All right. Elsa, this is Elijah stream, so twice and get him out of here. I need to stay focused just a little bit. You know, we're supposed to, remember, Malachi, meet. How about, well, 7 and 1. About celebration, 7, 1, 7 to be 7. Which book is that? Book. Bible. What are you talking about? It's not for you, EKO, if you can't get it because of the time change. You got to be more than a rapper now. Times change. Get it, rapper? What are you rapping? What are you rolling in paper? Are you stoned like the Rolling Stones? Time Magazine's Hitler Man of the Year twice. They voted for President Blind 11. If you're not, people tell me I'm not off the grid because I'm on a phone. How about a xylophone? How about a microphone? Step up to the mic. Anybody want to define the word hell or get the hell out of my face? Get the hell out of my space. Go away from me. I'm trying to talk to my son now. Oh, why won't I go? Bam! Shakalaka. Oh, watch out, the OCD. It's on Christ daily. All right, we're better now. So, well, whatever. I'm tired of this, you know. I don't know, whatever, we're weeks away, not months now, so weeks, so we'll figure it out. Father, no plans. I make preparedness what I do. What does natch mean, Elsa? Kit, it's not Kit Cat, it's Kit-Cat. So get out of here, Mandela effect. Don't be talking to my moderator. I mean, you can ask questions, but before your Kit Kat, there used to be a dash. You can dash like dash, you know. You can get the flock out of Dodge, you know. You can skate, dash, wheels, autonomous, unicycle, roll by yourself on out of here. Which question? Natch, not natch. Snatch. How about snatch? Take your stinky ass out. Well, I mean, trouser trout out of here. Yes, I have solar. Solar. Equator. My eyeballs suck. All right. Do you play any? No, I don't play games. Homie, don't play that. Used to could. Little duty. Watch out. Scavenger perk, bitch. Is a dog, remember? I'm the big dog in here. Female, but I'm, remember? Man, shell. Oh, somebody cut my finger off. That's testosterone. You're dealing with a man. No, nobody cut my finger off. I didn't get cut off. That's what happens when you have high. Higher than a hippie in a helicopter. How about higher than a B-2 bomber over blowing up your W2 over Iran? Did you get a vote on that? With your W2 murder dollars? The dollar is the beast, just in case you know they clipped the penny. You might want to save some copper, like a Energizer bunny. It keeps going and going. Or how about a top battery? Ha! Copper! Like a time machine. A prepper. No, preparedness is a lifestyle. Eco. Remember? Preparedness 2600. Well, absolutely. Why not? I have a 3-story under 28 feet down from where I'm at now, a cellar. Well, you might want to call it root. Remember? Roots. Well, like your feet and your hose. Put your hands up. You're like a tree. What's up with your Wi-Fi? Look at this idiot right here. What's up with your Wi-Fi? I'm off the grid, and he's asking, get out of here. Get Foo-Foo out of here. Foo-Foo's on the grid. Foo-Foo's on a smart meter. Foo-Foo's perverted, twisted, changed, warped. Well, they're warping his Wi-Fi. Get out of here. You're food for Wi-Fi. Get out of here, corn syrup. I don't have a microwave. I make my own power. If you don't make your own power, you can't speak up in here, have any power over me, because you pay taxes on a power company, and I am the power. Get away from me. Do you own your land? Get away from me. Do you make your power? Get away from me. Do you have any eggs, water glassed, put up for later? 80 eggs for the winter? Winter, he said, pray your flight. You can get the flock out of Dodge. Ever be wise as a serpent and gentle as a dove? Shh. Get the flock out of here. Oh! We've got moderators to get rid of you. Yes, that's okay, Ziggy. Don't worry about it. We're just, all right. I want to go back talking to my son. All right, Elijah, I miss you, son. I miss supping with you. You know, Dad's still running the ministry here, right? With the moderators helping. It's a temple. I hope if you're gone, son, I miss you. I'm not far off, I'm sure. Father keeps me here for another 5 decamiles, I'll still serve. So just wanted to come in here. Today was 26 years ago. Father gave me an abundance of an existence that I never thought was possible, because I was told that, it wasn't because of my sperm count. So if you want to be an idiot with your semen samples, you can go spit your nonsense, your man chowder somewhere else. So my son was the one who survived. I was the one who proved living, right? Birth control doesn't work. I beat the odds. There's no odds. There's no chance. There's no free will. There's no luck. So Father's doing everything. So how much of this is CGI? Oh my goodness, guys. Computer generated. Computers don't learn. You're an idiot, flux capacitor. Take your 88 gigawatts and get the flock out of here. Or your flux capacitor. My 2 witnesses. Goodbye. Warp speed. Donald Trump is the movie Back to the Future. Flux capacitor. Like putting trash in the flux capacitor. Remember the clock struck what? 2, I dumped my goo and dumped the bitch. Get out of here. I'm the big dog on the next block. You spinning on a block or a ball? No such thing as planets. What are you preparing for? Dying, AKO. Death, afterlife insurance. Are you in good hands? Father's already given me abundance here. I'm preparing for my afterlife. You got any afterlife? EKO, they got life, health, renters, pet. Remember? Hurricane. Well, natural. They don't do anymore. Insurance. How about it after you die? EKO. If you'll speak up, I'll have a conversation with you. You want to be real? What's reality, EKO? What's normality? Oh, get in the van. If you can't tell me what EKO, what normality or reality is, you're going to have to get in the van. Remember? You're going to get ice walled. Hashtag beyond the ice wall. Welcome to outer space. EKO, I'm talking to you. Hello, speak up. Got some intelligence. This to speak in here. Speak is, well, he spoke word. remember this all spoken into existence. Word to her, play tricks on your nerves. Are you tricked? Like silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. It's not 2025. Let's start there. Are you on a planet? Block, remember? Geometry, spinning on a ball, block, rock. Third dimension, rock, 33. From the sun, dimension, rock. From Mars or outer space? Oh, hold on. Corkscrewing and spinning through time and space. Hate to break it to you. Ever seen the heliocentric model? You're already in space. Get out of my space. So, not you personally, but AKO, you can have any conversation, dialectus. Foreign dialect is the word alien. There's no such thing as aliens. There's no such thing as free will. There's no such thing as luck. No fortunes. A demon is a liar. A Nephilim is a distributor of lies. Well, a Nephilim might as well be a bully. It doesn't have to do with how many millimeters or centimeters. Well, birth. Well, no, centimeters. Oh, you're an Egyptian? Egyptian lover. Egyptian lover. Like a snake. Like Leviathan. Like the Halo. You ever play games? Halo? Like flying out of here. Bubbles and butterflies. Rainbows. Pride. Remember, is a sin. Remember, under this covenant, we're supposed to judge righteous with the word. Yeah, I don't speak Egyptian, remember? Got the serpent in the garden. Here we go again. Who told you were naked? You're going to take away innocence, remember, from birth, right? They already took you in America and staked you to the exchange stocked you to the Back to the Future, Trump, the final. Well, they're playing this by the number, right? 7 shofars, ram's horn shall sound, the final Trump. 7 is the number of maturity. So if you're not an adult, you'll be exit left or right. Stand on the X, go outside. Oh, go inside, flatten the curve. He said put hands on the sick, not go inside, flatten the curve. Word to her, play tricks on your nerves. I think you've been tricked like a rabbit, remember? Tammuz, the son of Satan, Jesus Christ, birthed on December 25th in the middle of winter. He had sex with his mom. Samarimus, silly rabbit, tricks for kids. Remember, April Fools? Don't play with me. Homie, don't play that. Remember, you're not going to pass go. You're not going to collect $200 in here. We ain't playing Monopoly. This is more like chess. If this was chess, I would have made you flip the board over. Remember, those who say peace and safety, sudden destruction will come upon those who call out for MAGA, high priest of the Satan church. You are weird. I like that. Thank you, Gabriel. Get at Gabriel. Wouldn't know about an angelos messenger. Remember the angelos messenger, Gabriel? Wouldn't know anything about that. He's lost his mind. Oh, put him on meds. Put him on meds. I'm defying gravity. There's no such thing as gravity. Patricia. Pat, is it Pat like Saturday Night Live, or like, are you real? Like patty cakes, baker's man? Get out of here. Hey, homie, don't play that. Remember? Cakes. Remember? I turned a pound into some shake. Speaking of cake. Oh, I'm trying to stay off the sugars, right? Breads, bread and butter, daily bread, butter. I never had a better butter. Stop it. You're a child. Don't come in here and act right now. It's just Patricia. Well, how about Pat? Like, is it Pat? Have a nice day. Nice means to be stupid. Goodbye, Achilles heel. Remember the heel that was bruised by Satan? Halo, sun god. Remember you were playing chess? Now I got you playing checkers, you simple moves. Jump 1 or 2. Now it's a 5th dimensional wave. Like a computer. Oh, kind of like a chessboard, huh? See, you're not... Well, get with the times. Back to the Future is the movie about Trump. Warp speed. Yep, sticker. Did you stand in the line, get the X, get the chi test like hydroxychloroquine that would, well, thin, like a thinner, you're watered down Jesus or milk? He said, remember, meat? This is HD fat. You're quite rude. Okay, goodbye, Patricia. Get Patricia out of here. See you later, Patricia. He said, don't sup with vipers. You're a viper, Jezebel. Goodbye, Jezebel. Bell ball, Satan. You can take your 2 balls, Patricia. Whatever, balls or lips, whatever, trouser trout, and get out of here, 501c3 jeans, or like diarrhea runs in. Stop running your mouth. like diarrhea. It runs in the genes. Stop running. You're pouring out like the vessel of wrath fitted for destruction. Those hearts who's continuously filled with wickedness that would never stop overflowing. The truth has no emotions. You don't know what truth is. You're an idiot. Truth is the word aletheia. Spawn. What do you spawn? Like some kind of spawn on somebody's wall, like jellyfish? Or like on some blankets in a hotel. Couldn't have been a motel. Cost me $20 because I did it so well. It's like easy E. Like Elohim. There's no E's in Hebrew, you idiot. Spawn, you can spawn out here. What are you, some semen samples? Spawn, welcome to Spawn, like a game. Remember Halo? Respawn, how about Call of Duty? Scavenger perk, bitch! Oh, how about that? Like a dog, like a female. Anything else would you like to say about motions? What do you want to be, like a robot? Nano. Like some computer wave virus programs? You don't want me to have any motion. You want me to be one tone. Like, give them the driver's license or they'll shoot you. But you don't care about Hulkadash, do you? Tell me what Hulkadash is. You're still moving away from USA. Well, remember, Dan, it's not moving. You're totally wrong. Why do you motherfuckers get it so God damn it is not taking the Lord's name. Lord is a pagan term never written in the text once. You get it all wrong. I said I was setting a separate ministry up and coming back here. You fucking hear what you ever like pluck the U-bow, like they cut off their bird's finger. So get away from you. Jesus is Satan, the Son God. Calm down. Get him out of here. He died for your sin. Define sin. You just got paid for my business. Do you need extra cash? Get away from me, Buck. Like Buck, like nuts, these nuts, smacking you in the jaw. What's the difference between beer nuts and deer nuts? One come in a bag, one coming out of a buck. Get the buck out of here. A bag or buck? Deer luck? No such thing as luck. Get away from me. She called you rude for telling you beliefs. Belief is a verb, so get away from me. Did Jesus like a few pints of Friday? Get away from me. Jesus is Satan, the Son God, birthed in the middle of the winter on the December 25th. Mithra, the one Donald Trump has his house decorated. Final Trump, you can get the Trump final. Get it. That's my final answer. I don't need to phone a friend. Get that? You want to play your little silly games? Reindeer, like Nose Bozo, or like Reindeer the Clown. Both of them got red noses. Get it? Did. Oh, eat your kids. Not even a few Guinness Stout. Look at this Cliff. Clinton? Was that Clinton? Clinton? No, I thought it says Clinton. Clicks. Damn, my eyeballs got hit in the face with a grenade. Why are you off the grid? Why would you be on the grid, EKO? Are you on a smart meter? That's about a simple question. Simple or smart meter? You been meters? Twack is the whack, bud. Uh-oh. Get away from the twack. This guy's got more quack. He's all quacked up on the duck. He must be from Oregon. Duck you, man. A quack daddy bitch friend. Duck you. Or maybe he's all quacked out on the duck. Or maybe he's ducked up on that quack. I'm in Oregon. Get away from me. I've been organized. I'm not an Oregonian. Get it? Because of the time change? Oh, well. It's a matter of location and space. Dimension, place, and space. Get out of my space. If you're not with the word to her, play tricks on your nerves. Am I getting on your nerves like a sciatic pain? Pain, it's supposed to be, that's worth ellipsis, tribulation. Baptism, that's fire, blood. Remember? Baptizo, bapto. Are you defined? Definition. Transliteration is not translation. You go after transgender Jesus. There's no J's in Hebrew or Greek. Name is Shem, so don't tell me Jesus. I don't want to hear your puppet on a string there. Kermit the Frog here. Puppet Jesus. It'll chase the carrot. Golden rabbit. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Remember? April Fools. Your birth in the middle of the sun god winter, Jesus. Uh-oh, hold on. We got a message. Oh, it's from Berkey Filters. Absolutely. I just got a message from Berkey Filters. Do you own a Berkey? Water, your watered down milk, remember? Well, you actually have to have some quality. I'd rather have quality over quantity. Get it? Flowers. Take your dump truck or your swag instead of your modified, genetically modified, edited by chemical pots or whatever you smoke, whatever you're rolling. Stone like a magazine. Time. If the time is an illusion, it's a doorway. Remember the doors? How about welcome to machine? The time machine, or welcome to the doorway where one closes, another one opens. It's an eternal time. Welcome to eternity. It's a doorway or loop. Get it? Like Halo. Get it? I like to watch for the civil discourse. Discourse. Oh, they're having a discourse. They're having a discussion. Hey, at least somebody's talking. At least, hey, if it's not alien dialect, I'll have the discussion. Alien is a foreign tongue, not a foreign being or space or place that exists in any kind of. That's an idiot. Somebody that doesn't know what the hell is not below your feet and heaven's not above your head. So if you'd like to have a discourse or discussion, disclose the aletheia is the word truth, then I might have civil rights. Remember? Right to choose. Remember, that's the constitutional right of the people, not freedom. Fuck freedom. Fuck free will. There's no free will. There's freedom's a theory. Get away from me. It was about the right for the people. Without a victim, there is no crime. So any conversation about the right of the people, I might have a conversation. Dialectus, if it's foreign, repugnant, without a victim, no crime. What a bunch of bootlickers, bitches. Curl up a little ball like a little, well, a female dog. How about an ass? Act like asses and bitches. Smack that down on the floor. Smack that locked up. They won't let me. They're not in prison. They're in prison by their dialect, their alien dialect. Flesh. He said, wrestle not against flesh and Paul. The gospel, they have not the Paul. Never no writings. Writings. He wrote it on the hearts of the bride, not on tables of, well, remember, bring your son Abraham to the altar and sacrifice. Get away from me, please. Okay, get away. Girl, don't go away, Jezebel. Get away from me, Jezebel. Jezebel. Girl, don't go away mad. Just go away. I trust you not. Yeah, no. Not. Goodbye, trust. Like grow your own food. There you go, E-Kale. Grow your own food, grow your own herb. Word to her, play tricks on your nerves. Make your own power. Guarantee anybody who speaks up doesn't have a filter. You think anybody who's going to come in here is going to say anything to me that, and it doesn't make me, because with your skill set, if you can't make this charcoal filter by making fire, whoa, remember that? What was that movie? Like they were jumped in the big old, I think it was Encino Man. No, that wasn't Encino Man. Maybe it was Ator. Remember they got in the big egg? Like Mork from Mork, Nano, MAGA, peace, idiots. Means they don't know. Don't worry about it. I don't even need to say anything, huh? You got any power over me? You don't make your power. Get away from me, Wi-Fi. Your food for Wi-Fi. You eat food sprayed with bugs. Bugs? Bugs. Big good, but remember, Cheech and Chong, nice dreams. You got to be sleeping to be living the American dream. And yet I'm off the grid living the, fuck America. Bunch of weak-ass people who pay the tax man. He started revolutionary. They over 2% with 3% of the populace, but yet I'm not calling for a revolution. I'm calling for an evolution. You need Jesus. No, I don't need Jesus. Jesus is Satan, the Son, God, Mithra, birth. On birth, we're not supposed to celebrate a single day, especially birth. There's only 2 birth dates in all the scripture. Scripture, not the Bible. Shut up away. Shut up. Get them away. Get away now. Chili, hot peppers, Kali, Yuga cycles. You don't know nothing about Christ. Is a pagan term never written in the scriptures, nor Jesus, nor Lord, nor planet, nor Lucifer, nor rapture. Are you going to get raptured? Thalipsis. You know what the word thalipsis is? You speak in Hebrew, or you fro, do you pervert every word in your English, right? No, American. You speak American. I can smell their IP address. Smell. You'll know them by their fruit. One stinky apple upsets the whole apple cart like leaven. Leaven's the whole lump, like cream rises to the top, always. Remember, Father wrote, so no free will, no luck, get away from me. It's not 2025. God's not in the sky. Heaven's not above your head. Hell's not below your feet. Earth is not below your feet. Earth is the rule. You're ruled by your foreign alien tongue, dialectus. Glossa. You don't speak these Texas receptus. Hallelujah. Yeah, it's okay. Father, remember? All hail. Give glory to Father. Remember, edify my name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Our Father who art not in the sky, heaven is the ruling class. Earth is below your feet. Hallowed be thy. That means lift up, edify, like he raised Lazarus, like he rose from 3 days of darkness entombed, and he rose like Elijah in a flaming chariot. It's supposed to be about my son, but I give more glory to Father. I care more about the word, to her, play tricks on your nerves. If I'm getting on your nerves, then just leave. Get away from me. He said, don't sup with vipers, tables. Remember? Pork, pigs, Porky Pig. No, it's not a cartoon show. Visualize, verbalize, spiritualize. How about celestialize? Do you have any celestialize? I come quickly, let no one take your crown. See what I'm saying? Are you ready to go? Maranatha, he said, have your loins girded in my service. Verb is the word believe. Believe is not a noun. Faith is a noun, and by faith we are saved is salvation. To be saved, you have to die. Can't be saved. Get away from me. Childish idiot. Idiot's not an insult. Idiot means you don't know, you've never heard. Remember, word, heard, play tricks on your never heard or never seen. Remember the drink, drank, or drunk? How about what have you been drinking? See, say, or song. How about you Samsung or Apple, iPhone, your ass out of here. Like you don't want to learn, then get away from me. Christ is a pagan term. Nobody hung from crosses. He would call you an ass. Brutish in nature. Beast. Beast of the, remember? 666, the number of man, not the beast, you idiot. Get away from me. See, you don't know. You've been spun like Spider-Man. Ha ha! Spidey! It was so cute. I remember you, Elijah. Remember my son. He used to think he was Spider-Man. He did for a minute. They go through, children go through phases. He did. He told the people he was Spider-Man. He, whoosh, whatever. He's just going through a phase. He's very young. It was kind of cute. Told people it was Spider-Man. So did the whole, whoosh, like the web, the interwide net. Are you caught up in the web? Did you get bit? Like Biden, you know, was a snake before you let me in, and then he let Joe Biden. Watch out. Watch out for the master alchemy. Remember? Adding, taking away, alk. How about alcoholic? If I said blame it on the alcohol, remember I talked about that. How about the blame it on the watch? Oh no, blame it on the, how about blame it on the rain? Get away from me. That's what I thought it was. Used to could, but I'm old school. Remember, blame it on the rain. But now they got this Jamie Foxx, like 666, like they put the 3 nails, in the hands of the Hamashiach. How's life in America? Hey, America sucks. Don't come here. They'll steal everything from you. It's called asset seizure forfeiture. You'll give it up. Remember, all currency, paper money, if involved in a drug crime, has residue, is tested. You know, he puts us through the test. Faith, Testament. There's a New Testament and Old. So don't come to America. It's the most. There's more people locked up in America than all the other countries combined. You have a better, not by chance, by number. Remember, more people. Private prisons, county jails, and state. Yep. Than going to any other. There's more people locked up in America than all the other countries combined. So what the hell would you want to come to? The hell's not below your feet. So you know, you might find yourself in prison. Separated, that's in prison. How about set apart? Yeah, chosen from the foundation of the world. So let's see what this person. Jesus love you, but everyone else thinks you're sick. Okay, Jesus is Satan. Get away from me. What's that? British? Baker boy. Get away from me. You're baking the bread. The BLT is the enemy. Baker bread. Let's show this person said, because they said I'm sick or suck. I'm not sure what they're sucking on. What kind of tit, hind, maybe Brokeback Mountain. Maybe they're sucking ass. Ass is somebody can't learn. So let's see. British baker. Remember, the baker is the bread, is the enemy. The BLT is the enemy. Let's teach off this ignorance. The BLT is the enemy. I'm just a pork grower. I know swine. You grow pork. I don't eat pig, pork, or porcupine. Well, not rodents, but get away from me. Vamonos. I was just thinking of that, the little andale, vámonos, arriba, hipa. So, voice. Oh, careful what you hear, Catherine. It's not about the voice, because it's like the rhythm is the dance, or like Al Gore, like your children are never going to see snow again, and all the ice caps, polar bears are going to die. Nephilim is bully. So let's speak it. Doug, talk about bully. We'll change the subject. Speaking of changing, get it because of the time change, the apple, the ball, dropping balls, like, well, the single ball like an apple, like New York. Get it because of New Year's. Get it because it's the time change. You got to be more than a rapper. Now times change. So this woman won't get away from me. Oh, get away from me. Okay. So what happened? Do we moderate? Okay, that's all right. I got moderators. Remember, moderation, all things in moderation. So thank you, moderators, for getting this swine, because I don't eat pork. You can eat pork under this covenant. It's not what goes in a man or a woman that defiles. Remember, it's not the most high. It does not dwell in temples made by physical hands. The body is the temple. Remember. Watch out. Remember, blind 11, 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 plus 7 is 11. President Blind 11, welcome to... How many months are we into this Gregorian lunar calendar with these lunatics about to steal the show? Call the cops. I see a robbery in progress. Lunatic. Remember their 2025 calendar, their orgy Jesus, their sun god Satan, Baphomet Bel, Jezebel, their three-gender god. Come on by so you can give it a tri-gender. Strapping and tucking kids. Here we go. Raggedy Ann and Andy. Remember, Jill wants Jack's button and Jack wants Jill's pocket. Was that all getting straightened out? I think we're more worried about going into Colombia. Oh, what's going on east of the Venezuela? Venezuela. How about China? I love China. Are you sane? Sane or sane? Sane, insane. What is reality now, Daniel? Like the book of Daniel? You ever read the book of Ezekiel? Daniel, remember Dan, Kazakhstan, Dans, all the Dans, the stands. Daniel was a prophet. Remember? Magi. I is a magi. I is a magi, celestial magi. Do you know about Daniel? Daniel, remember? In the den of lions, Dan. Then, thieves, vipers. Daniel, are you a viper? You're a preacher. Preachers touch kids. Oh my goodness, check this IP address. We may have a kitty touch, been to EpiPen, Trump's Island. Please check Daniel for kitty touch, kitty porn, children's. Yes, please check Daniel. This channel is moderated by the govern. Is control, and ment is mental mind. So you've been mind control. You're not following me. Okay, goodbye, fan. Get away from me. I know. Look at this. Kitty touch much, Daniel. Catholics, like Muslims. Get away from me, Daniel. Moderate Daniel. He must be a Muslim. Well, remember the Quran was written by Catholics, or a Catholic. Get away from me. Preachers touch kids. Get away from me, Daniel. Jesus is Satan, the sun god, Mithra. Get away from me. Okay, goodbye, fan. Get away from me. Using stolen valor. Okay. Abnormal. Speak up about my tourist service since you want to speak up. Okay, you're trying to figure out. Well, fan, I'm not a big fan. Like waving, like back and forth, like an oscillation. Well, isosceles triangle. Oh, no, not triangle. Like a fan. Back and forth. Simple twice. Alchemy. Back and forth. As above, so is below. On earth as is in heaven. Black and white. White niggers, black niggers, brown niggers, red niggers, red niggers. How about white niggers that hold their breath and are blue niggers? How about the orange nigger in chief? Niggers and attitudes. Don't come in with an attitude, I'll throw you out of here. Have moderators to throw you away. Like a fan? Blow you away. Will it blow me away because you're on some other smoking something else? Get away from me. Like Rolling Stones, like Time Magazine's Man of the Year twice, Hitler, Time. It's not worth my time. Get away from my time and space. Get out of my space. Afternoon. How's it going? I don't know if I'm your bro, Vermin, but hey, we'll see by your fruit. One bad apple upsets the old apple cart. That's the way you guys, you moderators, are doing a great job. Thank you. 420 was the birth date of Hitler, the sun god Apollyon that was locked in, well, 20, not smoking like some electric dragon dick. smoking the vapors, the glycol, and the embalming fluid like abomination. They've taken over. China's in the dispensary, so I'm a cannabis, not marijuana. I don't smoke marijuana. I don't smoke weed as a derogatory of what Father created. Remember, you have cannabinoids in your immune system, not giving any medical advice. The only problems I ever experienced from side effects from using cannabis is happy, hungry, and horny. Or sleepy. It's like the 7 dwarfs. Get away from me, you little pygmy. Well, lower. I'm not trying to lower you to my realm to lift up. That's called narcissism or pride. So you have to get away. Weed is well, smoke better weed. Weed is something that I don't smoke. I'm a cannabinoid. Remember, you have cannabinoids. He must have picked up out of the dirt. Came from the dirt. There must have been a seed. Remember, to sow seeds means to broadcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Spice, get away from me. 20. All right, you got to get away from me. Get these people out of here. I grow my own medicinal herbs, growing with my own chicken shit. Medicinal, remember, correct, has a 6 to 8 hour lasting. You smoke your dispensary 1 to 2 hours, you get high. I don't get high, I get medicated. So get away from me. Anybody with these vain, stupid weed talk, you'll separate the weeds from the weed, but not from here. Father will take care of it. So anybody who doesn't know anything about the abyss, remember, abyss, no knowledge, hell is no knowledge, or canna. I can't. Remember, they can. Get away from me. In their dispensaries, they spit shit. Feces, dung, like bat shit. Remember, like bat soup, or Revelation 3:11, I come quickly, let no one take your crown. Remember, they're full of it. They forgot on 3:11, Donald Trump declared the coronavirus. Remember, corona, crown? You have to have a crown to sit at the feet of Shiloh, and they're just deceived. They've been frontal lobotomized. Too much dispensary. Remember, gene edited by medically not. I fear only the Most High. Remember, that will be written. Stop smoking. Get away from me, game. You don't have no game. Remember? Get away from me, checkers. We're playing D5 chess. Get away from me, game. Goodbye, Simple Simon. Little colors. That happens when you mix red and blue. You get purple. People eaters. So you have nothing to say. This is not smoke. No, I don't. I puff. Not like the magic. What's 5D chess? Uh-oh. Too much government dispensary. What? This guy's asking. Remember, prognosco means to have foreknowledge of. So don't worry. It's already written. Get it? Because of the time change. Like a spring forward or fall back. At ease, soldiers. Somebody's leader. Remember, lead follower. Get the fuck out of my way. My way, byway, highway. Broadway is the way that leads to the wide gate that leads to hell. That's where no knowledge. So if you don't have any knowledge of what's going on in here, you might want to at ease, soldier. Fifth Amendment. Shut the fuck up. It's your Miranda right to remain silent. Anything you say and do, you can kick the can, because it can't, I can't, you can. How is that relevant in an evidentiary court of law, especially in their kangaroo merchant law? Well, it can. How does that matter? It's mind over matter. You don't matter, and I don't mind. Well, I don't mind, and you don't matter. Loke. Uh-oh, I get loked after dark. Doing it after dark. Doing it at the park. Oh, yeah, Loke is hard. Loke is hard to the mother. I'll make you see why Stevie had the wonder. Is it a fiction or is it a myth? No, it's just a dope rapper. Dope, silly tone, Loke. You know, Tone Smith. What do you know about Loke? Remember, Loke? You were Lokes. Remember? Lokes. $5.99 at your nearest available liquor store. Remember? You listen to Loke? Remember? Not Medina, Funky Co. I don't like that. I'm more like, how about this cut is on fire? Doing it after dark. Doing it at the park. Oh. Or this calling, they say, I'm not the top. No, Father is the Most High. The Most High. I'm the top guy. The top guy. The top gun. Remember shooting bullets. Bam. Get it? They're going around and around. Revolution. He is the evolutionary. Get it? Because of the time change. They're out of here. They're not playing. They're not falling forward or back. They are commanded by Father to walk and follow in his commandments. Not me. I'm a servant, not the top guy. Lead follower, get the fuck out of my way. Remember, I'm a follower of the Most High. He's my leader. Abyss is no knowledge. Hell. Father leads me to the narrow. Remember, Hados is the way. Narrow is the way. Not broad is the way that leads to hell. So Father's leading me away. Two ways, the broad way and the narrow way. No free way, no free will, only self. That is the Greek word porneia. Not pulling on your own chain hub, elo latria. Latria is to serve, and it's these two thieves that'll steal your crown. So, I'm not the top guy. All glory to the Most High. The Most High. Thank you, Father. I am. He said before Abraham was, not in temples now, written on the hearts of bride. I am. Not in houses made by hands, not written on stone, but the hearts of the bride. You're religious. I rebuke your religion. Eco, are you... Eco, I'm about to throw your dumb ass out of here. Are you that stupid? McCupid? Stupid means to be nice. Why would you say I'm religious? There's not one religion. There's not one good cop. There's not one good religion. Why in the hell would you... The hell, as I told you, no knowledge, would you think that I was religious? EKO, you're about to EKG. Get the fuck out. Flatline your ass out of here. I'm about ready to have myself... Well, self-will, throw your ass out of here. You like Jesus, okay? Get away from me. Jesus is Satan, the Son God, birthed on December 25th. Satan, the one that Donald Warp Speed, Trump has his house decorated. Less time than it took for a revelation sign to come up. Allah Allah Akbar, huh? Kamala Allah Akbar. The Quran was written by Catholics. Get away from me, Allah Akbar. Kamala Allah Akbar. So we don't do religion in here. Catholics are Satanists. Christians follow the cracker and grape juice, eat my body, masse, ritual, Christo, masse, eat my body, drink my blood, where they had a ritual. They thought the sun was dying at the equinox, 9:23, 3:23, equinox, equal day, equal night. Whoa, like an oscillating fan. I'm not a fan of celebration of the sun god Satan. It's Mithra. Remember the time of Rome? You can roam, like wander. I'll make you see why Stevie had to wonder. I don't wonder, I define. Definitive aletheia is transliteration, not your own transgender Jesus. So get away from me, Jesus. Satan, the sun god, birthed on the middle of the winter, sun god. Who, the top guy then? Most High. Dude, are you that damn fucking stupid, or you need to turn your hearing aid up, you like an ass? Or you just got you, it's the Hamashiach, Shiloh, the one who redeemed his bride. Remember the wedding feast of the Lamb, the harper's harp? Only the bride will hear the harper's harp. There'll be a wedding and a feast. There's always la musica at the... Get away from me, you stupid idiot executive. This is the kind of worldly dumb shit like crap that these people spew. Like venom vipers, like Two Fangs. Welcome to Hollow Needle Channel, YouTube. Spitting the venom. Snake oil. Remember oil and water? It don't mix like dark and light, so get away from me, you Jesus. I'm unfamiliar with your hand sign. Sorry for being retarded. Well, retarded is a very derogatory term. If you talk about a mental disability, those are children of God. The Most High is a title God. His Most High is his name, Shem I Am. David declared him the Lamb. That makes Father the Ram Aries. Remember? Have sex with your sister. Eye for an eye. Fee, fine, ritual. Father, war. No weapon formed against you will prosper. If you agape me, love me. If you don't go after your own will, gods in the sky. Deities, little g gods. Have sacrifices of men and eat flesh. Masses, the eating of human flesh. Christ Mass, the eating of the sun god, Jesus Christ, Satan. Mithra at the time of Rome. I said you can wander out of here. You forgot the N, you stupid idiot. B. Look at this. This idiot forgot the N. I don't do white niggers, black niggers, brown niggers, red niggers, yellow niggers, or especially the orange nigger in chief. Cheetophile? No, I'm not in West Virginia. Okay, goodbye, EKO, you're out of here, EKO. Sense, you make no sense. Like fucking America, not one single copper penny. Get the fuck out of here, you idiot. Father, why'd you let that idiot glean in here the whole time? Glean, like you go in the field and glean, then they Pharisees changed their halakha haggadah, and that's what Father wants us to stand against. Remember, opposition, adversary, Satan, in opposition, adversary, AI, Antichrist, idiot. There's no AI. You're an Antichrist, meaning you're in opposition, Satan. In opposition, by definition, that's translate. You translate, I transliterally define the aletheia truth. You leave the definition, it's because you've left the word aletheia. Word, herb, word, well, cannabis. But anyways, word is the word hokadesh. Would you consider, if you're good, that recover lost artifacts from 200 years? What the fuck is fact? What's that have to do with the price of eggs in China there, Mark? Do you know what the word mark means? He said there's a difference between being marked and sealed. You have the name Mark, you're clapping like two booty cheeks, like sodomy. Like I've seen enough this hokey pokey, the rainbow flag, you know, pride, turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Hemp is a really good as ropes and paper. Well, listen here. If you start talking like that and giving away the Navy secrets because they've tried all the other elements, alchemy, and only hemp lasts more than 25 years there, VT, YVT, I apologize. What do you want me to call you? Hokey pokey gematria. There we go. Hokey pokey gematria. This guy's coded the hokey pokey like Gumby and Pokey. Hey, bend over, right? Gumby, I'll poke you with the sticker, play Pokemon. Oh, too much mushrooms for this guy. There we go. This guy's pushing not only just microdosing, but psilocybins. Fuck off, you idiot. Get away from me, you drug pusher. And I don't need to do Cybin. You know, Biden or Biden or Obama. Get the fuck away from me, you idiot. Just because your alien dialect can't stand, like, remember, word to her, play tricks on your nerves is pissing you off. Remember, I'd rather be pissed off than pissed on, like a light switch. You can't turn it off, and it's pissing you off, huh? Remember, Yellow Snow, 3 Tracks in the Snow by One Hung Low, or how about Yellow Snow by IP Freely? There's no free will, there's no luck, so get the fuck away from me. Luck, like pluck. The U-bow, they cut off their bird finger. He said, wise as a serpent and gentle as a dove. Peace is Antichrist. Teacher is the word prophet. So get away from me. Hyperborean snow. Oh, we got some of this man-made sprayed in some of this snow that turns black. Well, black is not a color and neither is white. Remember, black and yellow like Steelers, Pittsburgh. Never mind. You guys, cats, Argino cats, whatever. Vittles, get it? You guys know nothing about Pittsburgh, do you? I'm not from Pittsburgh. I know a lot about each state. Divided States of America. It's a corporation, not a country. It's a corporation. They sell the labor of the labor stock exchange slave, debt slave by birth. They birth their number and merchant them, merchandise and card them. Social Security. Security. Hello, security. I'm filling in security here. Can I get some security? Get it? Like Paul Blart, the flashlight cop. We're shining a light on this shit like dung, like feces. They're full of it. Like a liar is a demon. That's the word Nephilim. Nephilim doesn't have any to do with how many inches or centimeters or centimeters. Wait, hold on. We had to birth centimeters or millimeters or inches or feet. A man or a woman is. It's about a bully. Creator teaches us that we all live together in harmony, that life is a circle. You're an idiot. That's not what he says. He said, don't sup with vipers. You don't know anything. Get this idiot out of here. That's Antichrist. You're an AI idiot. Do you think about the Watchers? Watchers of the book of Enoch. Which Enoch? Which author? No, there's no supernatural, idiot. Where does it say anything there's natural? Why do you come up with a supernatural? You've been watching too much Logic Before Authority. He went off the fucking edge, the deep edge, the deep end. End, like the pit. Pit's the word abyss, no knowledge. He did. He lost it. I've been a subscriber of Daniel Alexander Cannon with his supernatural show. Get it? Because of the time change. He's fucking lost it. Lost, like space. How about Raiders of the Lost Ark? How about a Raider? How about a Tomb Raider? How about a fucking, well, tomb? Remember, they took into the chasm. So don't start talking about the tomb, how the mercy seat, the blood of Christ, water. Remember, blood to water, water to wine. Fucking winos ain't afraid of nothing but running out of wine. Don't get mad at me because I talk about, you don't even know shit about Enoch, too, by the way. What's your name? 032. Which Enoch, which author? Stop talking about idiots. Idiocracy. Somebody doesn't know what the what they're talking about. Why do you guys mention things? Why don't you talk about the gospel? You talk about Enoch. Which Enoch? Which author? Watchers. I'm watching you. Father's inside you. Father's watching you. How about that? Nobody's getting away from nothing. Father sees what the whole world doesn't see. It's called intentions. You have to endure to the end to be saved. So you're not getting away with nothing. Nobody's going to, just measure will be poured out. The measure you pour out will be returned on you. Remember, you'll separate the wheat from the chaff. There's no rapture, no getting out of here early. It's thalipsis, tribulation. You don't want to get with the gospel. What the hell are you doing in Jasher and Lilith? You don't study shit from Shinola like you're a bootlicker shining. Like I can see my reflection because you've been licking the boot. You're a jackboot thug licker. Get away from me, jackrabbit, silly rabbit, tricks of her kids. I ain't playing that, homie, like a clown. Don't play that with your silly nose like reindeer or red or bozo the clown. Which nose are you playing with? Honk, honk. Seriously, I'm on fire today. Eyes of fire. I miss my son so much. I miss supping with Elijah, John Werner. And I'm not mad at anybody, but I'm going to smash these people, remember? Oh, rocks fall on me and hide us from the face of the Lord. He is the Petra, the rock. So we're dropping bombs over Baghdad. Anybody who's American, no, they American. Anybody American, we're dropping it. Remember, truth, aletheia. If you ain't over the target, then you ain't taking flack. Oh, well, the state police shot him in Oregon. How about that? And I can't report his body dead or murdered. 26 years ago. I don't do birth dates. He knows that. We don't. But Father gave me an abundance of giving me now 20, almost 5 years with him. I only get to spend 7 with my dad. My son knows that he has a father, and I am his dad. And I'm probably the one who got him killed because of fucking precious metals. Do I have any on me? Probably got someone somewhere. Old habits die hard, like you can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? So probably gold and silver that got him killed. Marshall Radis, snitch, bitch, probably a Fed. I don't know if he's a federal marshal, but I've already reported it, and they won't even let me report. And now I'm weeks away, potentially, from going to jail for the same thing that they shot my daughter, well, concussed her with the grenade from her sleep and son, and took her without warrant arrest, and then dropped her charges in September. Probably got her killed because I told Marshall Radis, snitch, bitch, don't know if he's a Fed or whatever the hell he is, because I've reported to Josephine County and the state police that he might be raping my daughter, but they won't go look for him. Instead, they threatened to throw me in jail over a bunk because they already released her charges in September of conspiracy. Therefore, they shouldn't have even had the no contact order against me. And yet Vandenberg, which one day Father will pour out a just measure if they don't, because you don't know who the case, or Wolke, Pat. Yeah, these judges violated my constitutional rights as well as my sons, my daughters, and even the state of Oregon with 20 plus men, and Lake County Sheriff's Office came and grenaded my son and daughter from their sleep. Even if you have a warrant for him or her, which they didn't have a her, so that's a kidnapping charge. Kidnapping is a 25-year sentence. Kidnapping with a weapon is a life sentence. So it's my neglect to file the charges, which would be filed civilly, to file criminal, well, find criminal liability for their actions where they grenaded my son and daughter when they were sleeping, and then me in the face. So my son knows. I don't even understand how he could not have any contact with me. It's been, 525 days since I last saw my son. He was shot by the state police with his hands in the air, and I can't even report my son to the state police by my attorney, who I paid tens of thousands of dollars to look for my son, potentially with his investigator, but they tell me that I cannot report him because they don't have jurisdiction. Although they shot out all the windows in my house, used tear gas, and shot 5 tear gas canisters, and again, grenaded my son and daughter from their sleep, and then me in the face. I don't want to file any lawsuit because it would put the state of Oregon taxpayer, and Father hates taxes, halakha, haggadah, he turned over the money changers, and my daughter, who should already, if I knew if they were alive, could file lawsuit, which I think they're dead. But every time I report them dead or murdered or missing, I get thrown in jail. That's history. That's a fact, Jack. Whether you like it or not, that's happening in your own country there, America. For a veteran who has no charges, I have no record. I'm only trying to help my son because the system's trying to throw my son in jail because they're mad at Dad for having 6 YouTube channels. That the government's very aware of what Dad does, proactively stood up during the COVID against the government, against Kate Brown, which I have a First Amendment right to peacefully assemble, which I did, and held protests against the Lake County Sheriff for not getting off their ass and protecting the small businesses during the scamdemic. I have the right to do that. That doesn't give you the right to come grenade my son and daughter because you're mad at me. That's called targeting. You know, I took the local sheriff and asked, you're a dad. Hey, why are you not, it's been a year, look for my son, yet I have evidence that you're going on people's properties, illegally going on their property in their home without a warrant. You're harassing people. He files retaliatory charges, takes my Second Amendment right from me, files 2 more harassing and menacing the police charges, throws me in jail again because I'm trying to get them to look for my son's possibly dead body. Tell them you know where my son is at. You police are in on this. Come to terms, find out, evidentiary, discovery, right of suppression, right under discovery, right of discovery, suppression of evidence. If it ever came to a federal trial, the cops knew where my son was at. So I went to jail for no reason. Josh Buzzle, headlight Bezel, because I know the guy who put my headlight back into my property when I never drove that Toyota because I audited his dumbass pig liquor when he was trying to harass me for driving something that had already been pulled over once, and showed him, hey, I have insurance even though I don't want it, and I have a license even though I don't want to have one. I've already shown you pigs, and now you're harassing me, pulling me over in the same vehicle. He was on the same track. It's on here on YouTube. It's also on TikTok. See, I document even the SWAT raid. So I have all the evidence, and I know that if my son was alive, he would file, because this is his grenade pin. This is my son's grenade pin. This is my daughter's grenade pin. I have my own separate grenade pin where they hit me in the face with a grenade. So give me 1 second. I go out and I'm on a farm. I'll go ahead and check my ladies here 1 second. We got some wind out here. I want to make sure it's raining as well. 1 second. do egg duty. Farm duties first here. We got 3 eggs today. So that's okay. These birds have been laying pretty consistent. 5, and we got 6 yesterday. We have 7 birds here still. So look at that. Beautiful farm raised. Still have the bloom. We just water glassed 80 eggs for the winter. So we're still eating eggs now. They're still laying eggs. That completes a dozen. Now we're going on to a second dozen here. Thank you, Father, for abundance. We still have the rooster. We could be hatching these eggs out, but we're done with our roosters for the year here. So thank you, Father. So why did you make up that story? Tommy Gunn is full of shit. Shut the fuck up, Tommy. Dumbass motherfucking idiot. Tommy's a dumbass, full of it like poop shooter, like a potato shooter, like some genetically modified Simplot fucking potato, like some kind of old Rita, like tater tot. I'm from Oregon. You know about tater tots or corn dogs. They come from Oregon. So don't fuck with me. I don't come from Oregon, Tommy. God loves you. God is a title. It doesn't say love. You can't create, Father, you can't create your future. You're a Satanist, mad. Father said, remember, if I didn't call out their hearts to seek after me, not one of them would. I create all things, everything ever written, everything not written, everything that ever will be, everything that ever was. You're an idiot. Get away from me, you Satanist, mad. You've gone mad. Sorry, didn't mean to offend you. I just don't know why you made up stories about your rage. Shut the fuck up, idiot. It's on the goddamn live stream, you dumb fucking idiot, Tommy. Shut up, Tommy. It's on the goddamn playlist. You're a fucking dumbass puke is what you are. Vomit. Get away from me, you vomit tsunami, spitting waves of bullshit. Well, waves of vomit. Get away from me. Oh, you can actually go on there and see the SWAT raid. You're an idiot. Get away from me, Tommy Gunn. You know what? You're full of it. You're a pea shooter. Full of it. Piss and vinegar. That's all you're shooting. So don't be bewildered. God loves you, and you need to read the scripture. Listen, Mad, you don't read the scripture at all. Tell me which testament you read. Mad. Tell me which testament. I think you're mad like Mad Magazine. Seriously. Gone mad. Like lunatics about to steal the show. I was clearly staged. I'm sorry. I thought I was like you're. Oh, it was staged. Shut the fuck up, Tommy, you dumbass idiot. Show. Vomit Tsunami. There you go. That was a gamer tag. It's Vomit XXX night. You can steal that. Or how about Violent Diarrhea? Like, you know, like diarrhea. It runs in the genes. Are you on repeater? His love will prevail over all. Only in your final moments will God truly see his love. Shut the fuck up. Get Mad out of here. You're an idiot, Mad. You're a Christian, aren't you? The fuck away from you, Satanist swine. Seriously, you're an idiot. It doesn't say love. It says agape. And God creates evil. Isaiah 45:7. You never read the scripture. Get away from me, Mad. You've gone Mad TV. Seriously. You are. You're like some comic book fucking hero. Heroes die every day, remember? Heroes duck, you dumbass. They know when to take fucking not bullets in the head. They live to fight another day, you dumbass. You have to endure to the end. You don't know anything about what you're talking about. God's love will never falter. It doesn't say God and it doesn't say love. Look at this idiot bumbling in capital letters now, thinking their capital letters going to steal the show. Lunatic. Your lunar god is Jesus Christ, the Satan's sun god, Mithra. Birthed on December 25th in the middle of the winter on December 25th on your lunar calendar. December is the 10th month if you're going to do your lunatic. Like Decami, 10, November, 9, the 9th month, 8th, October, Scepter, 7th, September is the 7th month, right? If you're one of these lunatics, you think it's 2025, get the fuck out of away from me. I don't want to be around you. Thank you. moderators that'll moderate your 2025 birth Christmas Jesus away from me. Christ is Satan. Antichrist, that's the seventh king locked in the pit. That's no knowledge. You have no knowledge of what you're talking about. Don't you even go there. So you're gooning. Goodbye, McDonald's. 3 counts of rubbing it in the parking lot. 3 counts of rubbing it on the wrong app. Instead of the McDonald's app, they're on the Pornea hub. Get Alpha out of here. Or Apple. It's Apple without the P. Simple. Like Simon says, like a little pushing the buttons. Goodbye, Apple. Get it? Apple. Computer is a number. Math is a computer. Torah is a language in math. So if you don't understand the Torah, you got to get away from me. A great wiener. Uh-oh. The phallic worshiper, Nimrod. Watch out for the great wiener. Wiener. Hey, wiener, chicken dinner, chicken. Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know, got run over. Like Roadrunner, like Wile E. Coyote. Remember? Anvil. I knew smarter than to stand on the X. Remember, I said, I've seen that before in a cartoon. Okay, so Kelso, don't moderate Kelso. We're gonna pull. Okay, he's talking about drugs. Just get Laz out of here, like Lazarus. Kelso, come in here. Talk to me. Doctrine. Tell me about the doctrine, Kelso. Tell me what the word abyss is. Everybody watch Kelso. Like Kelso. Everybody put Kelso front and center. Kelso, step up to the mic in here. You come to ministry, you're going to get waxed like your heart. He said, if I didn't call out to the hearts to seek after me, not one of them would. Go ahead. Step up to the mic. Tell people about the doctrine. Don't moderate Kelso. Moderators do not moderate Kelso. Kelso, everybody's watching you in here. Okay? It doesn't matter how many fathers watching you. He's inside your heart. Member of the bride. And I don't know, you're probably a vessel wrath fitted for destruction because I think your knowledge is, well, none. So Kelso, share the gospel in here or tell everybody which doctor, northeast, west, and south. Give me the news. Do you live on a planet, Kelso? We're going to start with one word with you to see if you're some bumbling, foolish, Babylonian American idiot. Idiocracy, meaning you don't know what you're talking about, never seen it or heard it, or step up to the mic, Kelso. So, would you like to define one word at a time? Kelso, doctrine, remember? Written on the hearts of the bride and those of wrath, vessels, bride, tables, don't sup, tables. Okay, let's dragon held my tongue, but I'm out. I'm tired of being here. I answer a question, but get reply denied. Wonder if your son hasn't talked to you. Probably because you kidnapped him and his girlfriend against their will. Okay, whatever you say. Dragon didn't. Do you hear anything about what Dragon said? I kidnapped my own son and girlfriend by fucking Marshall Radnich. Get away from me, Dragon, you fucking idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. I didn't kidnap my son. Well, yeah, I did. Remember, I wouldn't let him go anywhere. I wouldn't let him leave until the fucking, you fucking idiot. You're a bumbling dragon. You're Puff. Smoke the magic dragon like magician. Stop trying to commit your alchemy like you know what the fuck you're talking about. Puffy. Okay? Dragon. Like, remember? Leviathan, that crooked serpent in the garden, like puffing, like, well, how about Barney? Not Rebel, like the purple dragon. No, the one who's spitting fire. You dumb fucking idiot. So you think because I didn't answer you now that I didn't answer you. I kidnapped my kids because I didn't answer you. Look at this fucking person's answer, brother, sister. Oh, I didn't answer. I didn't even see this person say anything because I'm over here toying with a carrot on a string, right? Just who am I playing with right now? Kelso. But oh my God. Oh shit. Fuck. Dragon didn't get some attention. Now I kidnapped my kids. Dragon, step up to the fucking mic, you idiot. Puff. What are you puffing on? Rocks? You smoking rock, crack, meth? What are you smoking, man? Come on, man. Father's watching you. Did he create you to be the dumb fucking idiot without speaking, tense, prognosco? I didn't see you say shit from Shinola, bitch. little dog. I'm the big dog in here, the shepherd that leads the sheep. So if you want to come in this fellowship and speak of something against my son, it's his date of birth. You didn't get to come against me or this ministry or my son. Speak the fuck up, dragon puff. You little dragon by the sea is the people. You fucking idiot. You didn't get attention. Now I kidnapped my fucking son. Well, technically I wouldn't let him leave here for 17 days till they SWAT raided the fucking house, you idiot. So why the fuck would you even speak up? Because you didn't get attention. Now you want attention. Like Romper Room. Oh, I see dragon. I see dragon. Remember like a scope? They used to look their little, what's your favorite snack from the gas? Okay, I'm not your brother. Get the fuck away from me. So, speak up, dragon. You didn't get your attention. Now you got it. Like, remember, concentrate like orange juice. I'll make you see why Stevie had a fucking wonder. Speak up, you fucking idiot, dragon. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I didn't talk to you. Now I'm a fucking kidnapper. Speak up, dragon. I can't even report my son kidnapped by Marshall Radonich. And it's documented on this platform here on the tube. Hollow Needle, you fucking idiot. So you don't know what you're talking about. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I doubt you have any idea what you're talking about. Why are you so mad? Kelso, get the fuck out of here. Get Kelso out of here now. I guess Kelso's a fucking bumbling idiot too. Mad. Fucking get out of here, you little comic strip like DC, like District of Criminals. Get Kelso out of here. It's for you, Elijah. You live in this world by bumbling fucking idiots. Now I know why when you were birthed 26 years ago, I didn't even like this world because you have to deal with people like Kelso thinking I'm mad. I'm passionate. If I was mad, I'd go kill the fucking judge who fucking didn't drop the fucking goddamn charges, Dave Vandenberg, because my son was alive and now I think he's dead by Marshall Radonich. But no, I'm not plotting any fucking revengeance, right? Let vengeance be mine. Dave Vandenberg should be fucking put in a firing line and shot. Pat Wilkie told me I had to represent my fellow self, violating me in my Fifth Amendment fucking right of Miranda adequate counsel. You know, would not even talk about how I was reporting to a judge that my son was murdered in his county by fucking Marshall Radonich, potentially in Josephine County, and I couldn't report it. Instead, they told me they were going to throw me in jail. So you don't know shit about the case. Shut the fuck up. Stupid ass Americans get to live up the lap of the luxuries. People like me stand up for your goddamn constitutional rights as a veteran or just a goddamn, person who lives in this state. Horrendous fucking state of this corporation, not union. There's no fucking United States. There are no two states that are divided. Oh, united. They're all divided. I've been to every 51 of them. And they're all beautiful and have different cultures. So don't tell me there are two the same like you don't get police the same. Cop gets a blowjob, one doesn't. Gonna get police the same? Nope. From one county to the same? Nope. From one police state the same? No. Fuck united. There's no free will. There's no luck. Father's doing this, so I'm not worried about these stupid fucking trolls who come in here who don't know shit about the situation. Should just talk to my son. I haven't talked to him in 525 fucking days. The last time I talked to him, the state of Oregon was shooting him with his hands over his fucking head. So fuck you, stupid Americans. You're the worst. You're the most vain, vile fucking generation to ever walk this rock. I'm a veteran who took an oath. Do not quit your post till proper relief. I was not only serving the right of the people of this country, but the state, the county, and my fucking son. I took an oath to the Constitution at 17 years old, willing to give my goddamn fucking flesh. And that's all I did. You're not going to arrest my son because he did his probation 2 times. They owe my son millions of fucking dollars. Like I said, this grenade pin, if he was fucking alive, would make him millions. And I don't think my son gives a fuck about the money. That's why I don't think my son is alive. Imagine having a son that you can't even report murdered in a state that you fucking came, not even from, and, been a pretty big contributor to this state. Owned, a company, owned the land in this fucking state, been a taxpayer, we don't like taxes. Instead, they grenade me to the face because I'm standing up because they want to throw my son in jail. And I have the fucking goddamn discovery under the right of suppression of evidence and discovery, right of discovery, suppression of evidence. Remember, you can't hold back. They won't even, I have a trial in less than 3 fucking weeks, and my son and daughter aren't going to be at my trial because they're dead. And I can't report them dead. How the fuck are they going to have a trial for me? You know what I'm saying? And they're on my case, discovery. Right of discovery, suppression of evidence. They are on my, as defendants. They're not even going to be there. This is insane. Shut the fuck up, you dumb fucking yapper. Get the fuck away from me. That is the stupidest generation ever. Whoever says yap, I just want to bring that up. Yap has to show pure fucking, I mean, you have to have the fucking intelligence of a fly to use the word yap. How about yab? Yabba dabba fucking dooski. Fuck, get the fucking, take a deuce and get the fuck out of here. I ain't gonna give you 2 times. Once, like taking a piss, twice, like taking a deuce. Get these fucking idiots that say, like this, see? 67 yap. They have to be the opposition. Most people are sheer evil. Most people go to hell. So no wonder they stand against people like me who stand up for your fucking constitutional right. No victim, no crime, repugnant. You have the right to face your accuser. This is not a constitutional republic. It's a corporation, and I don't care. Goodbye. Bird. I don't speak bird. Kmart. Blue light special. Get the fuck out of here. Blue Kachina, bitch. Remember the fucking Georgia Guidestones knocking your bitch ass out of here, huh? Like tables of stone. See, brothers, sisters, opposition. So then you got to deal with cops. So you should, for knowledge, think of these dumbasses that don't even own a water filter. There we go. Here's another one. Look at this. Vessels of wrath. Father, wake up every day. This is only for the ear of the bride. Most people are evil. Get up every day and tell yourself everybody's evil. Father only loves his bride. Only the Old Testament, add 1 sin death, add 1 jot death, 1 tittle death, 1 thought death. See, nothing's changed. Most people are evil because broad is the way that leads to no knowledge. No knowledge. There's my 2 witnesses, okay? So don't come in here and say some stupid ass shit because I will have my moderators moderate you out of here. We don't want your subscription. We as a family. I've been shaving my head, you dumbass idiot, since I was fucking 17 years old, you dumb fuck. When my hair was long and I joined the military, you know nothing about me. I don't study the Bible. Bible is something that's written on paper. I do have the interlinear Texas Receptus, the only 12th century scripture that's accepted right here. Project Blue Book, not Operation Blue Beam. They're doing it by the script. So I have it right here. There's the 4-volume set. If you actually want to ask a question that's real. So, see what I'm saying? Look at the world. Look at all these comments of these people. A great falling away from the Agape. Shem, authority. Cheeks, 2 cheeks, smacking you. No, it's not. Yeah, it's Project Blue Book, not Operation Bluebeam. Wow. Devin has got it. He's actually listening. Wow. Somebody's actually hearing something. You have the knowledge of an idiot. Somebody, you don't understand anything you're talking about. So I'm not worried about is paper real? On paper, like paper payments. Remember a nation that traded its minerals for paper payments? So I don't know who Roger Draper is, so you're out of here because I don't care about Roger Draper. Get out of here, raper. Like a rapist, rape the word of Father. Unless you want to talk about something real, like you're going to get in the goddamn van if you can't tell me what reality or normality is. Get in the van. Remember, you're going to get ice walled in America. So what's this about? Well, don't say anything stupid. Stupid, happy means to be nice. Nice means to be stupid. You say something stupid and try to be nice in here, I'll throw your ass out of here. Ass is somebody can't learn. If you can't define the words that are in this book, people think because it says High Desert Faith and Truth Ministries is a religion. I rebuke religion. Christ is a pagan term, never used in scripture once. Lord never says that one time. Jesus never says that, never says devil, never says planet, never says rapture. These people are idiots. Idiot means they don't know. No. What's the stream about? No. Don't tell me no. Girl, don't go away mad. You're screaming no, and actually you mean yes, because I'm fucking you so hard, and your head's banging against the fucking drywall, and now the neighbor's calling because they thought I had a gun when you really mean yes. Don't tell me no. That's what happens when you live in next to your neighbor, so close to your neighbor, so close you can fart and smell it. Remember, I see your one and raise your one. So don't tell me no. Girl, don't go away mad. Just go away. Don't tell me no. I know you mean yes. I know. You know you like it. Like it. Like cola. Like cola. I don't drink soda. So get it popping. Carbonic acid, not good for your belly, separating the proteins, remember, in your lower, well, intestine, because they're whole and not separated. Remember, supposed to be separated. So don't say something stupid in here. I'll throw you out of here. I'll start talking about carbonic acid. Pop goes the weasel. Pop goes the weasel, and the weasel goes pop. Is it soda corn or popcorn? There's are places called rehabilitation centers, very good places to visit. Also, a psychiatrist. This is a drug pusher, brothers, sisters. This is what they want you to do. This is the person that wants you to take drugs. Remember, psychiatrists, hospital, this is warp speed. Either this is what they push by executive order. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what you stand for, respectfully, of course. I fucking don't care what you think, Mr. Happy. If you ain't figured it out by now, you're a bumbling fucking idiot, okay? Goodbye. Get out of here. How about the gospel? Tell me what the gospel is, Happy. Share the gospel or get the fuck out of my face. My space, face, place, face, two-face, joker, like two-jacker, joker, jacker, jackal, jokers. How about a jackal, jackal? How about a jackalope, rabbit? A rabbit with horns. Your horny Jesus, rabbit, silly rabbit, tricks over kids. If you can't speak the gospel, then leave. I don't want you in here. I don't sup with vipers or cast my pearls before swine. I don't eat pig, pork, sup with vipers, pigs, or snakes. You know, I was a snake before you let me in, and then his pork Julio brother, Biden. Remember, he let the Biden in, Joe Biden. So if you can't figure it out, then it's too mathematically, well, it's simple math. How about 2 + 2 = 4, not 5? 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes? Prepared for. Get Happy out of here. Go fuck yourself, Happy. You're an idiot. You're not sharing anything. You're just asking goddamn questions. Get away from me, Happy. Goodbye, Happy. Goodbye, Happy. Ground alone, happy down in your room with a room without a roof. Fuck you and your happy ass frog. Go leap the fuck out of here, okay? Happy frog. How about frog spawn? I don't want you around. You're going to fucking breed some nonsense like America that makes no sense. Goodbye, Happy. So, anyone else want to speak some nonsense like America that makes no sense? Go ahead and speak up. Doing this for my son. You know what? He's still got to be in this world until I die. Until they throw me in the dirt. I came from the dirt. I'm going to go back to the dirt. I'm a man of the land and soil. I have a natural, organic laws of the land, color of law, Black's law. So don't fucking talk to me, you fucking childish idiot. I'm eternal, bitch. I never end. Eternity never ends. Welcome to eternity. Eternal gnashing of teeth doesn't mean you're going to be there for fucking ever. Hell's not below your feet. Heaven's not above your head. It's not 2025 there, Sky Daddy Jesus. Is Satan the sun god, Mithra, the transgender god of 3 genders, beast, man, and woman. So take your beast as the number of man, 666. Take your 666 away from me, okay? It's a rouge. This is all bringing in Project Blue Book, Project Gotham, Operation Mockingbird, Operation Nanook, Popeye, hashtag welcome to outer space. They're icing people in America. Welcome to outside the ice ball. Constellations prove we're not spinning on a goddamn ball. I don't care about flat or round. Get the fuck away from me. If you're going to talk about shapes, this isn't fucking Kermit the Frog here. I'll make you chase a goddamn carrot on a string like a puppet. You're a goddamn puppet. Government means to control, mind control. You're mind control. Got to hit them with mind control. If you make or don't make your own power, shut the fuck up or don't talk to me. I make my own goddamn power and you don't, so you're powerless in here. Your word is Hokadesh, means nothing. Like your, remember, mind over matter, you don't matter and I don't mind. That's right, you don't fucking matter to me. So go away from me. I don't sup with vipers. I don't live in a time that the president is a pedophile, cheetophile, with the orange face, Batman orange, like jumpsuit. I thought he was going to put Hillary in prison. He should be in prison with Hillary. It's his island, Trump's island, not Epstein, not EpiPen with the Clintons, but he and her are all island boys and girls, and they bring boys and girls to the island, and you just shut the fuck up about it with Mr. Muskrat said, and you don't care, do you? Like stinky muskrat dustpan. He didn't put enough nickel in his stainless. Shut the fuck up, Copper Top. Like an Energizer bunny, like they used to bake hot cross-top buns, Sugar Daddy, Jesus, to Semiramis, the one who had sex with her son. That's Jesus Christ. You're an idiot. Get away from me. Rebuke you with the aletheia. It's not 2025. God's not in the sky. God is a title. There's no J's in Hebrew or Greek. So get away from me. You can learn 7, like to be reproofed with the word if you do not stop being an ass. Well, not stop. Stop being an ass. Stop. What's your sign? Like you think I'm like some kind of new age, like, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. Well, Aquarius, age, stop what? Stop sign. Alto. Like octagon, like the 8th month in the calendar year. Nope. No piss and vinegar like you there. Nada. Semen samples. You got squirting your man gender out your face. Squirting somebody else's man pie. Well, whatever you got tanked on your nose. Chowder, man chowders. Get away from me, trouser trout. Why you sucking on them gobble balls like turkey? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. Get away from me, goo gobbler. See, come in here, I'll throw you out. Remember? Vomit you, he said. If you're vain or vile with your semen samples, seize the people. Go ahead, be from the earth. Not welcome here, he said. Don't sup with vipers. Remember, spitting? See? Spitting fangs. Two hollow needles. Welcome to the YouTube. No, I'm not in California. Going back to Cali. Listen. No. Put that idiot back in here. Let's see if he can define the word bully. Put that person that said bully. Put Darren. Darren, come back in here, Darren, you idiot. Darren, define the word bully. Define the word bully, Darren. You're on the spot. Everybody's watching you in here, Darren. Father's watching you. He's inside you, Darren. That's why they want to get inside you, Darren. They want to touch you from the inside out. They want to get inside you. If they force their way inside you, that's called rape, Darren. Darren, would you like to speak up? Speak, or forever hold your peace. Those who say peace and safety, sudden destruction will come upon those who call out for. Okay, look, see? This is his answer, brothers, sisters. Come on, Darren, speak up. Oh, watch out. Mo, like Larry, Mo, and Curly's had 2 guys inside him. It's a circle jerk, Larry, Mo, and Curly. Watch out for Mo. Hey, Mo. Hey, Larry. A wise guy, eh? Why suddenly? Watch out for Mo. Shem. It's Shem. Ham, Shem, or Japheth, or Mo, Shem, and Larry. Get that. You scare me. Goodbye. Go to church if you're scared. All right. Let's get rid of some of this lead weight. Well, dead weight. Dead, like Red Dead Redemption. He said, look up for your redemption. They got their head in their iPhone, up their ass, 4th point of contact. Remember? Sitting on their seats, Jesus. Sit down, Jesus. One day, Sunday, fun day. It's Tuesday. Let's talk about it. Tuesday, I only eat tacos on days that end in Y. Why? Oh, my. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh, my. Tigers, huh? The leopard. The lion. They don't know nothing about the beast. About the beast with iron teeth. They're bullies. They're Nephilim. Don't worry about it. Remember? Lunatics about to steal the show. They're going to try to steal your inheritance. Crown. He said, I come quickly. Let no one take your crown. See, this doesn't, remember? Hados. They're not in the same. This is all foreign, like alien to their dialect ear hole. Drum, ram, pounding in your ear hole. Touching, isn't it? Not kitty touch. That's Catholicism, you. Jesus, remember? Have sex with your kids. Be fruitful. Oh, multiply. That's Old Testament. Remember, that's not Jesus. You're an idiot. That's before Abraham was I am. Remember? We're not under the testament of old. Get with the news. North, east, west, and south. We're not on a planet. There's no such thing as rapture. No such thing as space, no such thing as free will, no such thing as luck, no such thing as fortune, no such thing as being saved, no such thing as Lucifer, no such thing as God. The letter J is not in Hebrew or Greek, so who is your Jesus you speak? Speak, he spoke, the word was spoken into existence. That's the Hamashiach. Christ is a pagan term. Go back in time, you would still smoke all those carpet rocks and fry your brain. No, I don't smoke carpet rocks. I'm not with your genie on the rock, Mo. Hey, Larry. Hey, Curly, Larry. This guy's trying to pervert Curry. No, I wouldn't do that. Nope, Joey's an idiot. This is Yahweh is Satan. Remember? No vowels in Hebrew. This is a person that Father warned about Joey. Remember Joey? He's back in here with friends trying to talk shit again. Remember Jennifer Aniston, a dude? Watch out for Joey. Don't call me bro. I'm not your bro. Bro Hamski, bro. Like, bro. Your brothers and sisters are what? What does scripture tell you that your brothers and sisters? Let's see even you can answer. Ethan, Alan, Palm, like Sunday, Berg, like ice, like lunatics about to steal the show you just got iced, taken into the woods and got booze boarded because waterboarding is illegal. Okay, goodbye, Ethan. Fuck you, Ethan, you stupid lunatic. You have to do the opposition. That's Satan. You have to do the adversary. Goodbye. Most hypocrisy between the tallest tree and eventually the meadows even flow like Pearl Jam. Uh-oh. Let's not have too many haikus here. Pearl Jam, like jam on it, like, well, how about some grapes? You can make all kinds of, remember, jelly belly, like cow spine, but I'm talking about like organic pectin, coagulator, like Morgellons, kind of like the COVID, kind of like a exploded Morgellons, kind of a fill up the cavity hole, ice hole. These people like to fill up their ice hole with their Nimrod. So don't speak out of order. Trees. I live in the place where the lost forest, where the trees used to reach the firmament sky, and they chopped them in Enoch. But don't talk about Enoch because there's two Enochs, two authors, and watchers are not what people think. Watchers don't come from the sky. Fallen is not from the sky. Heaven's not in the sky. God's not in the sky. There's nothing come from the sky. So careful. I walk in the shadow of the valley. Meadow. That's like green grass. What are you smoking? Keep rolling and smoking. Do you soft boil your eggs so they can bust in your mouth? Okay, real good there, Mo. Goodbye, child. That's what these people are full of. Shit. This guy just had a man chowder explosion in his breath, but he didn't get to hear it because I'm already moderated him. We're not going to let you hear. Remember ear hole? He said don't sup. Pearls. These guys have a pearl necklace because they're man chowder all over their neck. Pearl necklace. Pearls, that's not the same kind of pearls, you idiot. You Satanist, adversary, wrong pearls. Wrong crown. Get away from me. There's the bride, and there's Satanists. So get away from me. You don't know what you're talking about. You're in the abyss. Hell is the word no knowledge. Abyss, bathos, busos. You're already there. You don't have to go to hell when you die. Don't worry about it. That's not something where you go. The gnashing of teeth, because you can't let this flesh. You're stuck on it, like on dumb. Or like, what was it? Bob Seger. Stuck on you. I got this feeling down deep in my soul. Yeah, right. Your soul daddy, Jesus, right? Your personal playing pocket pool, Jesus. Their hand job. Hand. Somebody give this guy a hand to reach around. No Vaseline, no gasoline. Fire. Bring the fire. Combustion. Combust. Busting a nut like a squirrel always trying to get a nut. Wrong kind of nut, you idiot. So you said have extra oil. See? Too much KY. I don't know what you're astro gliding around here. Get away from me. See what I'm saying? Nope, you don't see. Like I'm quickly in Revelation 3:11. He said, let no one take your crown. You don't have a crown. You've been severed. Your head been lobotomized. Severed because you speak like the earth is the rule, not below your feet. Hell is not below your feet. Heaven's not above your head. Father is not in the sky. Nothing's coming from the sky. There's no alien is a word. Do you see how deceived you are? That's perverted. You're perverted. Froward is the Hebrew word pervert. You're perverted. So don't come in here trying to speak against the gospel, because if you can't share, spread, don't boast because you know. But woe, like a horse, like the riders of Revelation. There's two riders in the white, right? On white horses, one in a white house, or on horse, bringing the disease and curing the disease and warp speed. How about the jab? Yeah, whatever. You've been boosted. Too much chlorine. Chloridated. How about hydroxychloroquine? Quinn, like malaria. Like a disease. You've been diseased. The word, you speak of an alien disease word. Glossa, dialectus, tongues. No such thing as speaking in tongues. No free will, no Jesus. It's not 2025. Father, the Most High, is not in the sky. He didn't come from the sky. Nobody's coming. He came from the Word. The Word in the beginning was the Word. The Word was spoken. The Word became flesh. That is Father, the Lamb, not the ram in flesh. David cleared in the Lamb, but you would know about David, would you? The house of David. He was from the house of David, the Lion King, not King Dollar. You pay the king dollar, you're a debt slave, and you're a murderer, and you're a murder dollar. But we won't talk about that because you're just too uneducated. This is knowledge. And you contribute to the beast. You are the beast. You serve the beast. Remember, prognosco, to have foreknowledge of. I know. It's written. I didn't create this. Everything not written, everything it ever will be, Father did. There's no free will. There's no luck. No fortunes. Nephilim is a bully. You're pushing your bullshit on other people means you're a Nephilim. Been there, done that. Thinking I'm bringing people to Father. Nope. Bringing people to Christ. Nope. Christ, a pagan term. Bringing people to the Hamashiach. Nope. He said, if I didn't call out to their hearts to seek after me, not one of them would. So you're not going to Father because you want to. He's making you. You can't bring people to Jesus. You can't be saved. You can't accept Christ. He said, everything not written, that everything will be. He is creator. So there's no free will. It's called self-will. Self, serve your eyes. Latria. Latria is the service. Pornea is the Greek word idolatry. But you don't speak any Greek, do you? So don't speak up in here or I'll shut you down. Kind of like on and off switch. Like hit you with a switch. Like whip you like a cracker. Like a whip cracker. So if you're one of these white niggers, brown niggers, red niggers, yellow niggers, or red niggers, maybe you're a white nigger holding your breath, you're a blue nigger, maybe you're the orange nigger in chief and you're a racist. Father created one race, the human race, man and woman. I'll toss your ass right out of here. Ass can't learn. Children don't see color. Children don't care about melanin. Father only put melanin in our skin because how close he put us towards the equator. Remember, equinox, equal day, equal night, 9:23, 23. Uno, dos, tres, 23, tres, dos, tres. That's not how you say it. I need to brush up on my Espanol. No más Espanol. No bueno. Mi Espanol no bueno. Are you still mad at Father? Joey, shut up, you freaking friends. I'm not trying to be your friends. Tell me about Jennifer Aniston if you want to speak in here, Joey. Like you're going to speak up about Father. You don't know who Father is. Tell me who Father is and then tell me. If you think you're going to tell me like live vision, like your friends, you know. Aniston, Jennifer, Jenny. Hey, Jenny. Is that kind of like Jenny? Like my mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. So, Joey, speak about Jennifer Aniston or get out of here. Father is the bread. Father is the void. Father not. Okay, tell me, answer my question or get out of here, Joey. I don't want you in here, friends. I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm not trying to make friends with the world. I don't give a fuck. You're going to tell me or you're going to leave here. I don't care. I don't want you in here. You're a pig, swine, vomit is what you are. I already can tell you. Your vomits, your waves of shit, crap coming out of your face. So define what I say or get out of here. Tell me about Jennifer Aniston or leave, Joey. I don't care if you know. See, Father would make you know or you're not even supposed to be here. Debt slave perpetually the next age unseen of God's vision. That's kind of weird there. Debt slaves. Oh, you mean the U.S. debt slave by merchant number, by their Social Security stock exchange number, bond or treasured by the corporation, the banksters. Careful there, 1904. They might know that you actually might know what the hell is the place of no knowledge. I think Joey doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. I'm asking him to define Jennifer Aniston. I don't care what he knows. I'm just going to moderate him because swine. I know swine when I smell Americans, and not all Americans are swine, but most of them are. I know you're up by. No, I'm not in Victorville. Not in Victorville, over the grapevine. I heard it through the grapevine on the other side of Magic Mountain, on the other side of Victor Canyon countries, on the other Palmdale, Saugus County, Santa Clarita. Nope. I'm higher north. I'm higher than a hippie in a B-2 bomber over Iran. Or is merely an absolute void from which all phenomena must necessarily emerge. Mike, listen here, Tyson. That's a stupid fucking answer for Father. And Father would always be in capital letters, not small. So, Mike, you have one more, not by happen, chance, or space. Don't speak. Why are you so mad? No, okay, goodbye. Nobody's mad. Goodbye there, friends. Joey, you idiot. I asked him to do something he couldn't even ask. Remember, ass, he's an ass. somebody who can't learn. So thank you, Father. All right, get him out of here. We're back to 0, Father. Thank you. So Elijah, let's go back to you, son. Miss you, bud. Miss you, Elijah. And apologize if I got you killed, Elijah. That was not the intent, so we shouldn't prepare for anything. So if you're still alive, this case is almost over. I'll figure out where you're at. I found you once. I'll try to find you again. I'll find Adriana. I'll go back to work. I'll do my investigation. They have this stupid no contact order, even though they dropped your wife's, which they shouldn't even have charges against me. It's almost over, son. If you're watching this, ever watch this someday, know that I didn't give up on you. I never did. I'm still here, busting my ass. Taking Tango's gone. You know, Marshall took him for quite some time. And I think Marshall is where you're at. I don't know if Marshall's relocated you. I'm going to find Marshall as soon as I get out of here and have some kind of make sure, probably hire somebody so I'm not breaking any laws to locate Marshall. Rat a snitch, bitch. I don't know who the hell he is. Snitches end up in ditches and bitches, and that's not me who's going to do it. But remember, I reported your body to Josephine County and Adriana's body being raped by Marshall, and they threatened to throw me in jail, Elijah. So I've done everything I can possibly do. They keep throwing me in jail and taking from me, you know, so I'm trying to do everything I can. Today, you'd be 26 years old. We don't celebrate births, son. You know that. So hope you're staying in the Word. Been addressing these trolls for a couple hours because you know Dad's going to always serve the Word. That's more important. I've always told you I love the Word more than you, son. I'm just your dad. Remember that. Hope you're clinging to that. I know you know that. So I don't know what to do here other than to just, you know, cling to faith. That's what we share together. I miss sharing the Word with you. We would share the Word for hours. So thanks for getting all these numb skulls out of here so I can just talk to you. This is your stream. Dad's going to always serve the Word. You know that. That's what you said, Dad. You don't do anything but do the Hamashiach. You isolated yourself in the middle of nowhere and you told me to take the gold and silver and go, and I didn't. And I'll pay for that for the rest of my life. So I apologize I didn't listen to you, son. And if it got you killed, then that was Father's will. I was just trying to help you. And I shouldn't make plans like that, right? I mean, we knew what we were up against. That's why I told you, don't resist these people. They'll shoot you. And I know they shot you anyways. So you might be pretty upset at Dad for, I mean, I didn't think they would grenade you and Adron in your sleep. So that's on them. Why haven't you filed these lawsuits? You wouldn't be struggling at all right now. You wouldn't be suffering. You wouldn't have an open warrant for your arrest. So I don't think you're here, son. And I want to think that you might be, but not by chance or only by Father's will are you still here. So I hope you're clinging to the Word, and Dad addresses the trolls. You know that. The Word comes before you. It always has. I told you when you were just a young boy that I'm just your dad and I'm not your father. And your father will be there to judge you and I won't be there to hold your hand. You're on your own. Now one day we'll be separated. We might have to come together again when we don't have flesh. It looks like that's what's going to happen. So I don't know if my son is alive because I don't have any evidence to show that he actually is alive. And that's a hard one to swallow when I'm the one who has a lot to do with it because I didn't listen to my son and get out of the U.S. and go share the gospel in all 180 countries. So I'll live the rest of my life having to know that if I would listen to my son, he might talk to me again. You know, he wouldn't even be in this mess. It's because I chose to stand against the law and say, you're not going to arrest my son, that they came and grenaded his wife, my daughter, and him, and shot him, and then grenaded me, and then tear gassed me because I wouldn't let him arrest him because they said he didn't do his probation, which he did not only once but twice. And that can all be proven, but they don't want to look at it. So what a terrible mistake that was on my part to try to stand up for him and use my constitutional right and try to protect his Fourth Amendment right under affirmative defense to protect him from illegal prosecution under his Fourth Amendment from illegal prosecution, search or seizure under his Fifth and Fourth Amendment, right to be secure in his house, papers, persons in effect, warrantless search or seizure, or to take and accost or arrest his body without probable cause. They didn't have cause. He did his probation twice. So I know you did, son. I never imagined that this would happen. I never imagined I would be almost 18 months since I talked to you. And the last time I saw you, you were literally being shot with your hands above your head. Well, wait, I saw you for just a glimpse in the little hole where they put the food through the tray, through the shit flap, through the, STD flap, get the same flap that you, but I could only just barely see your eyes. So I remember I didn't even release, I could only see your shadow with your hands above your head, as I'm watching you, and then they shoot you anyways, because you're just asking them why they're trying to take you. And what about your 180 hours? Not to include the 133 plus hours that you did. So Father knows you did it, son. All I can tell you at this point is if you're still alive and you ever hear this message, I told you Father would pour out a just measure and we might both end up in jail. It's looking like there is not by chance, but they're still trying to convict me for the same charges they dropped Adriana's charges 14 months ago. The same charges, because they didn't have a warrant for Adriana. They dropped her charges, but they said they had a warrant for me, but it's the same charges because they said your wife told you not to stop the car. And that's what I told you, not to stop the car. Let's just go back home. This is crap. They won't even look at anything. So that's not actually hindering prosecution or interfering with the peace officer. That's why they dropped Adriana's charges. And they're still trying to prosecute your dad here 14 months later. So I'm doing everything I can. I've hired your attorney, John Werner, my attorney now, and, we're weeks away. And I've asked him to, I gave him tens of thousands of dollars to start looking for you, and he won't even talk about you. I told him that I think the cops killed you and Adriana, that I've reported your body, and he won't talk to me. He said we can beat the case. So, son, if you're suffering somewhere, you're just going to have to wait a few more weeks, son. Not that much longer, bud. This has been a long fucking haul. It'll be 552 days if they take me to trial. I might even go to jail, son. I said that could happen. So I'm still out here, and if I get out of jail, I won't give up on you, man. I know you did your probation. You couldn't even have left here if you did. They're just fucking with you because they're mad at Dad. And one day, I don't know why you guys won't file if you're alive. This is your grenade pen, Elijah. They grenaded you. You will never work again on something you don't want to work on. You'll get your car back that you sold, your little Civic. I know you won't buy a fancy car. You'll buy a Civic, a little teal green Civic. Why have you not done this yet? Why have you not filed a lawsuit against the state of Oregon and against Lake County Sheriff for grenading your wife and you while you were sleeping? That's excessive force. That is cruel and unusual punishment. That's a violation of your Miranda rights, your Fourth Amendment right, your adequate counsel. They didn't even give Dan Spencer. Well, he said, I have your investigator for you, for your appointed counsel, saying they forced us to take this to trial, and you didn't even show up to your trial. The cops said you went missing in September, and they said Adriana's charges were dropped in September. Did Marshall already have you? What's going on with Marshall Radanich? How come I keep reporting Marshall Radanich, Mount Creek, Wolf Creek, Oregon, up in the hills by the gold mines, and Josephine County will not take a police report for your dead body when they have a warrant for you? Or if you're alive, because they have a warrant, why didn't they go look for you? Why did they not look for Adriana? Do you know I called the cops, Elijah, and I didn't want to call the cops. I told them, please don't shoot my son. I didn't want to shoot you, but I thought that Marshall might be raping your wife. And you were already potentially passed. And I was concerned if you were there that he may have her separate from you, and that, he had lured her down there, because I told him one day that I was going to talk to her when this case is now over in 29 days. If they take me to trial, 19 days, or 20, it's even less than that now, isn't it? Damn. So, son, I'm not giving up. I said I would fight to the death to keep you go from prison without using guns, and they brought guns. And I know you. I remember you pleaded to Sam Birch, please do not bring guns down this driveway. So as soon as this case is over, that's it. I will file the lawsuits. As much as I don't want to, that's it. If they send me to jail, son, you're just going to have to wait until I get out of jail, because I will file a appellate case, and this will go to the federal government, and you're just going to have to be patient wherever you're at. And I don't think you're in a good way, because you shouldn't be suffering, and neither should Adriana. I shouldn't be suffering. I should have already filed these lawsuits against the state of Oregon and Lake County Sheriff's Office and the federal government for not coming out here, getting involved with the corruption of this Lake County Sheriff's Office. And then them called the state police to come in here and violate your rights, Adriana's rights, and my rights that night. We have it documented, just like I said on the live stream. You did the right thing. We have the evidence, son. As much as it's hard to believe that nothing has happened, that's God doing it, son. All I can tell you is love is patient. If you love, Father, you'll be patient. I don't think you're here, but I'm pleading out. If you're here, just please hang on. Dad is almost to the end of this fucking case. They set a trial date. I'm taking it to trial. And if they convict me, then I'll go file a public case and I'll keep trying, unless they just disappear me when I go into confinement. But Dad's not giving up on you. I want you to know, son, 26 years ago, Father gave me an abundance, something I never thought I would have, and that was you. I didn't think I would have a son. You're the only one I have, and I'm fixed, so I've got to take care of the one I have. And I'm going to keep trying to help you and Adriana. I haven't forgotten about your wife. I don't know why she wouldn't contact me, other than she's not here either, because Marshall killed her. Marshall is a very wicked man, and he should have contacted me by now. And your mom is doing something that I don't understand why she wouldn't call me. In the almost 9 months before you went to court, where you didn't show up, she never called me. When I finally called her, she didn't even know where you're at. Now she's giving your stuff back to your stepdad, which makes no sense. So somebody's come and intimidated her. What's going on, Elijah? Why are you not contacting Dad? Why haven't you at least let me know something? You're that mad that you can't even let me know that you're alive? Still, Adrian's alive? I hate you, Dad. You got me in trouble. Now they're coming after me for more charges, Dad. Elijah, you knew you were here for weeks. I told you couldn't leave, but you could have left. You know that. But, I said, we can do this, son. You did this. Probation ×2. You got in trouble. So what? You made a mistake. People make mistakes, and you're the only one to go to jail. They got to look at this. So I hope you understand that Father is doing this. I hope you're not mad at anybody. I hope you're not mad at me. That's what I don't understand, son. Why are you mad at me? You knew goddamn well, good and well, when you came here, that we could both end up in fucking jail, and now you won't even let me know you're alive or dead? Well, see, you wouldn't contact me if you were dead, right? How come you haven't had a third party somewhere? I called you 10 different names growing up. People told me, would you ever call your son by his name? How many names could you send through the grapevine? Morse code. Dad, fuck you. I hate you. You piece of shit. Why did you pay off the ministry instead of getting me and Adriana a fucking attorney? You selfish piece of shit. You took care of the ministry instead of taking care of us. You're the one who got us fucking grenaded, asshole. You spend the money on the goddamn ministry instead of us as we're suffering. Marshall's got us fucking kidnapped over here in Mount Creek and Wolf Creek, Oregon, in Josephine County. Well, Elijah, I reported your dead body or murdered body or missing body to Josephine County, as well as my daughter, your wife. And they threatened to throw me in jail, Elijah. Said if they went there and did a welfare check, they were going to throw me in jail. Already went to jail, Elijah, over talking to Josh Bezel, telling him you need to look for Elijah. Why haven't you looked in those 180 hours? You're going on other people's properties, going in their house, harassing them, and he filed retaliatory charges against me, Elijah. I can't even protect the animals out here anymore. So I'm trying to do everything I can, son. I miss you so much in my life. I miss having you to church with, fellowship with. You're the only person I had in my life. I don't have friends. I don't have family. I had you. Father knows that, so I'm not mad at anybody. You're supposed to be moving here. Not mad at me and never going to talk to me again. But doesn't, what I'm saying? Doesn't make any sense, Elijah. Why wouldn't you at least tell me you hate me? You love me. Something? You can't just get me a message in fucking 18 months, a year and a half, not even a word from you? Or Adriana, I don't think so. There's nothing to point that you're here, son, but I'm still clinging to the fact that you might be here. Kidnapped in Mount Creek, in Wolf Creek, Oregon, in Josephine County. And I've reported your body, tried to report you to the state police. They told me they will not take a report because they don't have jurisdiction, and they're the ones who shot you, Elijah. I see why you'd be pretty upset. Why you'd be mad at Dad. I told you if you didn't resist them, don't resist them, they won't shoot you. And you didn't resist them, they still shot you anyways and grenaded you. I see why you're mad at me. But why don't you file these? I have your lawsuit pen right here. File a warrant for this house, for this property, and come get this grenade pen, and you and Adriana will not work any harder than you want to. I know you'll work to the day you die. You'll continue to do you'll build a shop, and you won't care. You'll just roll through the punches, and you'll just go on with your life. You don't want riches. I know that, Elijah. I know you're not about money. I know Adriana's not about money, but for Christ's sake, why would you not get a hold of me? Why would you not file this lawsuit? They arrested your wife without a warrant. That is a illegal arrest. That is an actual kidnapping. That's a life sentence with a gun, Elijah. All these state troopers will go to prison if you'll just file the lawsuit. File the lawsuit, Elijah. You can file that. It's a civil lawsuit. They won't come after you criminally. You'll have that, kind of like a doctor, you'll have that right. They won't turn you in. You did everything you needed to do ×2. And then they came and grenaded you in your sleep. You are a millionaire. And I know you don't care about money. You're a millionaire, Elijah. Your daughter, my daughter, you guys are wealthy. You should not worry about having to not work other than in God's service. I think it's okay that you open up a shop. I like what you do. You make an honest living. You work on cars and you make them, you modify them and make them nicer. I think what you do is awesome. That's why I wanted you to come out here. Remember, we're going to open up a shop out here. We talked about building a big pole barn. Why would you just run away from me? Why would you never talk to me again? Why would you wait 18 months? You're waiting until after my case is over? I don't think so, Elijah. I know you. You would get a hold of me. If you're facing 7 to 10 years in prison and you're going to face another violation of probation for contacting me, then that's like 60 days, not years. You would contact me. Why won't you contact me, son? I know you don't want riches, but you and Adriana will get your house back. You were supposed to build a house here with me, remember? Okay, you don't want to come here. Why don't you build your life somewhere else? If you don't want to talk to me ever again, but you are been violated your civil rights, your 4th Amendment, your 5th Amendment, your 6th Amendment, your 8th Amendment, cruel and unusual punishment, Elijah. You and Adriana are very wealthy. They can't grenade you in your sleep. Why would Adriana not file a lawsuit when they dropped her charges in September for wrongful prosecution and kidnapping? They took her without a warrant. Elijah, they don't have a warrant for Adriana. That was an illegal arrest. With a weapon, that's life in prison. Kidnapping. They have kidnapped your wife. They didn't have a warrant. They said they did in the SWAT raid, but they didn't. There is no warrant. There is no judge signed by Vandenberg, by any judge in this county. That means there was no probable cause, and they took her illegally. That's why her charges were dropped. And they're pushing the same charges, and your dad is trying to get them to drop it and ask them. And here I am 14 months later with the same charges that they placed on your wife and released. They're still holding against me for the same exact thing. Because they said, Adriana said, don't stop the car. That's not hindering prosecution. She didn't physically stop you. You're an adult. You could have pushed your foot on the, clutch, brake, and stopped the car and pulled over. So she shouldn't have never been arrested. She should have never been grenaded. Why will you not help her, Elijah? I know you're scared. You were shot with your fucking hands in the air, but go file the lawsuit. I don't care if you don't want to talk to me. Have them put a warrant out and come get this grenade pen for this physical evidence, discovery. This is your grenade pen. I could file a separate lawsuit. I've chose not to do that. That's on Dad. Are you mad at me because I haven't filed a lawsuit? Are you mad at Dad because I didn't get you an attorney and I paid the ministry off and I thought about Father before I thought about you? I don't think so, son. Damn it, 26 years ago I had you. You're the biggest abundance in this rock that I've ever been given. You're so smart. You're wise beyond your years, and I should have listened to you. I should have taken the gold and silver. And son, I'm going to have to live with the rest of my life if you're not here because I didn't take the gold and silver. And if Marshall killed you over that gold and silver, Dad's going to have to live with that. I got you killed. I got you killed. Not by my, I didn't mean to do that, but because Marshall took the gold and silver that you told me to go on the road and go travel with, buy the double cab, which I can't buy a double cab because I don't even have any money. I had to spend it on Tango, who we lost Tango because Marshall obviously had him for many months and wouldn't give back to me, and he was in deplorable condition. So I had to spend the rest of my money on our dog. You know, I still have Bone here, but he's lost without his brother. You know, I still don't know why Marshall. Why would you go hang out with Marshall? You know, went and saw your stepdad who did those horrible things to you, and he said that you were down south. What does that mean? See, I think when I told the cops you were in Josephine County, they said you were. So when I went to jail, Elijah, for telling the cops here in Lake County that you cops know something where my son is at, they sent me to jail. Come to find out, they said that they saw you on camera in February in Josephine County, where I reported you dead, Elijah, or missing or murdered by Marshall. And they won't go look for you. So I don't know what else to do, son. I am every day waking up being tormented by Father. It is a literal tirade of torment, a literal harassing and menacing my mind to think that you're still alive, or maybe you're not, or I've tried to report your body over and over and I keep getting thrown in jail. I don't even know if this ever happened to anybody, son, but I'll keep doing this for you. I'll do it because I took an oath to the right of the people. Remember, I told you this is bigger than you. That's why you kind of got upset at me. Dad, come on, you're making this about you. No, I'm trying to get their attention, Elijah. You know, I figure if I puff up a little bit like a peacock, you know, spread my feathers, a little wings a little bit, they might, you know. Why are you mad at me? Why would you not talk to me, Elijah? Call me, please. Call me right now. Dave Vanderberg is not going to do anything to you. John Caligo said you can contact me. If it's a matter of life and death, you can contact me right now. My number is 541-214-9232, Elijah. It hasn't changed. I know you don't have the same number. What happened to your number? Why'd you stop paying your phone bill? You're supposed to be showing up to your trial. Why didn't you show up to trial in December? They said you went missing in September, but you were on the phone in October. Did Marshall have you at gunpoint? Elijah, did Marshall have you at gunpoint at that time? Were you still alive? Because the state troopers who won't report you dead, who shot you, son, their timeline is off, and I will sue the state troopers for you if I have to. Habeas corpus, I will file this on your behalf. But nothing leads me to believe, son, that you're alive. You would have already filed this. Your wife would have already filed this. So I don't want to speak to a dead body, but I'm going to find you. One day I'm going to find you, Elijah. I'm going to find Adriana. And I'm literally weeks away now, just a couple weeks and some days from this all being over. And I'm going to start. I'm not going to try to hide anything. I've never hid anything. Like I told Marshall, you're not going to hide my son and daughter in the gold mines. I think that's where you're at. Now I think Marshall has probably relocated your body. That's just too much of a fucking loudmouth that he probably already could have relocated. If I go up there, I know Marshall's he's a mule. He's a body mover. He's a people mover. He went from the cannabis industry to gold and silver. When cannabis got too cheap, he moved back to precious metals. Marshall Radonich, Marshall Federal. Why will not Josephine County tell me anything about Marshall Radonich when I reported that he killed you, Elijah? I report that he was possibly murdered Adriana over that silver and gold that I didn't take when you told me to go on the road. So it's Dad's fault. I'm responsible for your death. You can be mad at me. Please don't be mad at God. He writes all things, but don't be mad at Marshall. I'm not mad at Marshall. Even if he killed you, Elijah, it's my fault. I didn't take the gold and silver and go on the road like you told me. I have to live with that for the rest of my days. I'll never be able to get away from that. There'll never be a day that I don't think that I didn't listen to my son. Kind of like the Bitcoin thing. That's why I had gold. Dad, why do you have gold? Well, son, I didn't listen to you with the Bitcoin, and I want to listen to you. And I should have listened to you, remember? So Dad made a terrible mistake, because either you hate me for not listening to you or you're dead. I have to live with that. And Adriana too. I get your wife killed. So you know, I did. It's Dad's fault. Dad got her killed. I told Marshall when I came to pick up Tango, because he wouldn't give me Tango back, that I'm going to speak to Adriana someday now, which is days away, which I'm still going to do and keep my word, that I think he killed Adriana. I think when I go to Adriana's parents, they're going to say they don't know where she's at. She just, being a kid out, they haven't seen her, but I think she's gone too. Because I duly think, Elijah, if you're here, she's still here. And if you're gone, she's gone too. Because Dad got her killed. And I can't even get the feds. I've reported you to the Department of Justice at the federal level, Elijah, state level. I've called the governor of Oregon. I've contacted a special investigation office, Elijah, here in Oregon. And nobody will look for you. I've reported you to the Josephine County as dead or murdered or missing. Welfare check. They say we're going to throw me in jail. I reported you to Josephine County. I reported you to the state police. They said they don't have jurisdiction. The people who shot you said they don't have jurisdiction to look for you. So I'm trying, Elijah. I haven't given up, man. Dad's getting tired. I lost Tango and it's killing me, son. You and Tango were my true connection. I have Bone here, but he's a rebirth. You know what I'm saying? And not that I don't love him. I'm going to take care of him no matter what. And he's sad and misses his brother. And I'm not happy with what Marshall did to Tango. He fucked Tango up, man. He wouldn't give me Tango back. And he kept him away from Bone. And he kept him away from me. So Father will pour out a just measure. You're in Josephine County. Your body was there, Elijah. I went to Marshall's house off Wolf Creek, and he had shaved his head, Elijah. He said he knew somebody that he knew where you were at, and he was going to call me in a week. And then he didn't call me in a week, and I called him back, and that fucking prick asked me, hey, what's going on with Elijah? When he told me he was going to know somebody where you were at, Elijah. He's playing fucking games with me. Then he told me, Elijah, that you argued with him the whole way back after picking up. Did you tell him to give that gold and silver back to me, Elijah, and he shot you dead? I think that's what happened, Elijah. And that's when I went and told Elijah, told him that I'm going to talk to Adriana one someday, and that he said he had the gold and silver. Then he said your wife had it, and that's not what he said the whole time. I have messages and phone calls, so he's lying. See, I think when I told Marshall that, hey, I'm going to talk to Adriana one day, he lured your wife down there because I found your wife's car at his house, and I reported that to Josephine County, Elijah. Instead of going and looking for you, they said they're going to throw me in jail, and Dad's just had to sit here since then and plead to the internet for somebody to help you, and nobody wants to help you, Elijah, and nobody wants to help Adriana, and I can't help that, Elijah. I've asked people to help me, to help you. So what? I'm some dad, some constitutionalist. Nobody wants to help you in this country, Elijah. I hate America, Elijah, just so you know, and I'm going to leave here. It's going to be so hard to leave your body behind if you're dead. I won't give up on you if I leave this country, Elijah, but there's not one person in America that tried to help you or your wife, an innocent fucking victim of assault and battery by state police in Lake County, and not one person ever tried to help me, Elijah, to help you or Adriana. So you know that today. And I'm calling out the ministry and putting this ministry on front for whoever's listening, because I've asked. We lost our moderator, lady in red, because she said she didn't know. If they don't want to help, that's one thing, but don't say you can't help me, Elijah. Anybody could have called a civil lawsuit attorney, and it's my fault because I haven't, but I'm trying to, and I shouldn't put that on anybody else, Elijah, but I've asked people and offered millions of dollars, but everybody's so fucking rich on YouTube, Elijah, that they don't need the money. Nobody needs millions of dollars. Everybody's so fucking wealthy that they gave money to help you. No, nobody gave a single dime to help you, Elijah, or your wife. That's just the way it is, and I don't care. I'm not here. This is for you, Elijah. I pleaded hundreds of times for somebody to start a GoFundMe for you, to start for me. I'm a veteran, just for me, but heck with me. Nobody wanted to help you, Elijah. So when I leave this country, if I die outside this country, I'm going to try to help you. I'm going to go to a consulate in a different country. I will contact a civil lawsuit attorney. I don't think Dad filing this lawsuit, being in this country, is not the best for my well-being. And so I'm going to, if Father allows me to leave the country, I will take care of this lawsuit when I leave. It's going to be hard to leave your body behind here, because I was hoping that one day we get this straightened out and you would go with me. You know, we would have multiple locations inside and outside of the U.S. because you'd already done your time. You got in trouble, but you did it times two. So I'm not giving up on you. I want you to know that, son. I'm not giving up on you, Elijah John Werner. If I have to leave this country, I'm not leaving you behind. I will come back here. I'm going to come back a lot heavier armed if I file this civil lawsuit, not with weapons, with investigators. And I'm going to go after the feds for not contacting and finding out why they let you and Tony Karsten hang around each other and why they didn't arrest Tony Karsten. So Marshall's going to have a long, sentence. And everybody who didn't come to your aid, is Father's will. So I'm not mad at anybody, Elijah, in this ministry, but I find it rather ironic that one person that they can't even take 20 to 30 minutes of their time to file to go contact a little civil lawsuit so they could be millionaires. So Elijah, you were right. You were right. Nobody on this ministry gives a flying fuck about me. You're right, Elijah. Remember you told me that with the TikTok? I was trying to get somebody to help me because I knew they were about ready to take down the main channel on TikTok, and I needed people to go over to the backup channel, and nobody ever came, and my heart was broken when he said nobody gives a fuck. You were right, Elijah. Nobody came to help you. Now they've been here for me, but nobody cares about you, and you are a moderator here. That's what I don't understand, Elijah. I wasn't asking them for anything other than their time and a phone call to be a fucking secretary. So although I love this ministry, there's nobody gives a fuck about me on this ministry, Elijah. You're right, Elijah. Should have listened to you. If they did, they would have gone to a civil lawsuit in a different state, because I can't do it in this state, Elijah. So nobody gives a fuck about you, me, or Adriana, Elijah. This is just between me, you, and Adriana, and Elijah, and God, and the Most High. So you were right, Elijah. Should have fucking listened to you. Did I waste a bunch of time? I asked people here to help you, to help Adriana, a completely innocent victim, and not one single fucking dime has come into your help. Or Adriana's. Fuck, Dad. I'm the one who got you in trouble. I'm a piece of shit, Dad, that got you killed. I'm a veteran. No Veterans Administration, no victims advocate has ever came to look for you, son. But do know that your dad tried. I asked this ministry. I lost our oldest moderator because she played fucking narcissist, fucking gaslighting me, told me she couldn't do anything. I said, if you don't want to do something, that's fine, but don't tell me you can't. I don't want to hear sorry ass fucking excuses. Nobody tried to help you. Nobody called the feds, Elijah. Nobody called a civil lawsuit attorney. Nobody called Tina Kotek. Nobody called Wyden. Nobody called the fucking Department of Justice. I did, though, Elijah. I want you to know when they go through my phone records that I did, son. I did. I asked other people to help you. Just like I asked people to come here for 10 fucking years and nobody came. I'm not mad at this ministry, and I'll keep sharing and do what I do because I have to at the fellowship, whether these people like me or not. I'm not here to be loved by this ministry. I'm here to do what Father tells me in fellowship. But I want you to know, Elijah, I pleaded hundreds of times. There are literally fucking veterans out there that get for the fakest bullshit. And I stood up to the right of, the right to choose, right. Not freedom, not free will, but the right to choose. Repugnant, if there's no victim, there's no crime. And I stood up, Elijah, and not one person ever contributed a dime. So be mad at me because I took the $47,000, which if I had had at 17 months, this had never happened. Because you get off probation, I paid off the ministry. So you can be mad at Dad for not helping you and getting you an attorney. But do remember, you could have filed this on your own too. It's my neglect. So I shouldn't have anybody dependent on the ministry, son. But you were right, son. You were fucking right. Not a single person that gives a fuck about me to help me with my legal situation, which they could have done by filing a civil lawsuit for me, just taking the SWAT rate. I wasn't asking them to file the civil lawsuit, son. I was just asking them to take the SWAT rate on the playlist to a civil lawsuit attorney, and I would cut them in on a percentage. And nobody ever contacted me. You know how many people said they would? Son, I have tried to get the SWAT raid where they shot you with your fucking hands above your head, to Lackluster, to Long Island Audit, to Chile. I just wrote Chile the other day, Elijah. Everybody says they're going to go help you. They're going to take the SWAT raid, but not one person has ever taken the SWAT raid. I think everybody's full of shit, Elijah. And you're right. You're a smart man. You're a smart man. This ministry is just fooling me. I'm just doing this to fucking appease myself, huh? Because nobody's helped Adriana. Here cares about you and me. I didn't have a record. You had a record, but Adriana didn't have a record. She had nothing. She didn't have a warrant, and nobody's even came to help your own fucking wife. This fucking ministry is a joke sometimes, isn't it? Like kind of like their celestial knowledge over there at Grace and Truth. A bunch of fucking bumbling idiots, and they don't need to know the celestial gospel, but it's pretty important. 2 and 3 BC, 2015, all the things Father gave me. So I'm not getting shorted, Elijah. You didn't either. You were given the gospel. So please remember that if you're ever out there and you're ever mad at me, I know you said you didn't, you looked over my shoulders, how you learn. I didn't force this on you. We had a relationship with the word, not something I made you do. So I miss you, man. Should have listened to you. Should have taken the gold and silver, went on the road, and you'd probably still be alive. Even if they convicted you, I can come visit you in prison. You'd say, I don't want to fucking see you. At least you'd be alive. At least I know something, whether you're alive or not. But damn it, you were right again, Elijah. Nobody gives a rat's ass about me on this ministry. They don't. Or you, or Adriana. And I ain't trying to be like that. I'm being as real as it gets. I ain't going to be fake with these people. Never have, never will, and don't have any future tense of doing that with anybody. It's pretty fucked up when veterans get all kinds of GoFundMe shit set up for them day after day for a bunch of fake pussy-ass veterans that don't care about the Constitution. And somebody who actually stood up for the right of the people, 4th Amendment, 5th Amendment, 8th Amendment, 12th Amendment, 1st Amendment, 2nd, all these rights, and nobody's coming to help you or me. Our prize awaits, son. There's nothing here for us. Fuck this world, as I've always told you, son. Our treasure is after we die. So maybe that's what you're hanging on that. And you knew that because I told you that day that we might not ever see each other ever again. And I love you, man, so much. I should have listened to you. And I apologize if I got you killed because I didn't take that precious metals, gold and silver, and Marshall killed you over that, son. One day I'm going to find out if Marshall, as soon as this case is over, I will hire a private investigator to find Marshall Radonich, and we'll figure out where that gold and silver is at, where the passport's at, and where you're at, because I know he's involved. In your case of murder or missing, Marshall Radonich's name will come up. I know it, Elijah. That's where you were at. That's where Adriana's car turned up. Your wife's car turned up at his house. I think he'd already killed you. And I remember my stupid fucking mouth. Marshall, one day, this case can be over. And now we're literally fucking 20 some days from that being a reality, which seems hard to believe because I'm in some fucking twilight zone. That it's going to be over, Elijah. And I'm going to go find out. I'm going to go talk to Adriana's parents. You mark my words, son. That's the first place I'm going. I'm going to go find out why they haven't contacted me. Why your wife's parents would not contact me. They're going to let me know something. I'm just afraid they're going to tell me we haven't seen her. So I love you, son. I miss you so much. I miss churching with you, man. I miss having you here on this ministry here as a moderator. And I apologize that I got your wife hurt at all. Even if she's still alive, I got her grenaded. She should have never been grenaded, Elijah. You guys could be filing a lawsuit today. If you hear this message and you're still alive, go file the lawsuit, Elijah. You'll never struggle. I know you'll work. You won't quit. You won't stop working like me. You'll work until you die. You'll just use that money for things that are, righteous. So go file your lawsuit, Elijah, or please contact me today. Come on, it's your birthday. I don't want a fucking gift, but can't you contact me today and tell me I hate you, Dad? I love you, Dad. Because I've tried to report you dead and murdered, son. I've tried to report you missing, son. I've tried everything I can possibly do. Been thrown in jail now multiple times to try to help you. I don't know why you'd be mad at me for trying to help you. You knew that when you were here. 17 fucking days. Why would you just turn your back on me? I'm confused, son. I miss you so much. You're the only person I had in this world. Tango was my boy, remember? And now I lost my boy. That was your boy, remember? He ain't my bud, but he's your boy. Tango's your boy. Remember, that's your boy. And now he's gone too. I love Bone. Here comes Bone. He knows. Come here, Bone. Bone's still here, but he's having a hard time, buddy. And I'm having a hard time too. Dad's having a hard time. I miss you so much, man. I've done everything I can do. I've spent hundreds, thousands of dollars in the last 5 years, Elijah, on this case, 5, 6 years. I don't know what else to do. They keep stripping me, ripping me back, man. Remember, I don't get Social Security. I don't get disability. I don't get benefits, Social Security or veterans or none of that. Dad works. Remember, your own fucking uncle came and took everything from us 6, 7 years ago. I had to start from scratch out here. So I'm doing everything I can, son. This live stream's for you, man. I just don't know why you wouldn't contact me and let me know something. Why won't you let me know that you're alive? If you let me know you're alive, I'll go file the lawsuits. Why don't you file your own lawsuit, son? 5 tear gas canisters, son. All of us shouldn't work. We can meet outside another country, something. We can build this ministry here. You can still move in off of Bowens if you want, son. I know that's where you're. I love you, buddy. Your buddy's here trying to. He knows Dad's having some issues, so he's having issues too, man. He misses his tango. We'll miss you, son. I miss you, Adriana. I really wish you guys would have come here, or at least contact me. You don't have to come here. We can figure this out. You know, I said you did the right thing. You went with your hands in the air. We all went without resisting, and that was excessive force, and none of us should be struggling right now. Why are you not contacting me? I spent so much time and effort trying to find out if you're alive. I love you, Bubba. I love you, big guy. So, Elijah, I miss you, bud. So much, man. I don't know why you won't contact me. You're that mad, you knew. I love you, my big bone. My big bone. I love you, big bone. He knows Dad's not feeling it. He's not feeling it either, man. We lost Tig, man. We lost our big guy. Now it's just me and the bone. And we still smell the big around here. We'll miss you too, Elijah John. Never gonna get you. You're a good man. I know you have made mistakes, but you didn't do anything to deserve to be grenaded or so 26 years ago, fought you into my life. It's okay, Bubba. We'll figure it out, buddy. I love you, buddy. I love you. It's okay. I know you feel Dad's not feeling very good, huh? He's trying to love on the dad. He knows it's hard, man. I miss my son a lot. I know, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. So, it's all right, buddy. We'll figure it out. I know you missed the boy, huh? He misses his brother a lot. His whole schedule's off right now. So, we kind of live out here on a schedule because we're on a routine. So, he feels his dad's pain, man. He's a very smart dog. You're the best boy I ever did best. I love having you. We were a good boy today, huh? You were a good boy today. You were a good boy. Did we go wash the blankets? We had to wash the blankets today. Yes, you went in the 4Runner with the dad. Went on the road trip. I'm hoping we can get out of here, guys. I need to take a vacation from this country. It's just violated me and my animals, and now I'm just down to my dog, and so I still have my cats, but they did grenade Juniper. You know, they tear gas Juniper and grenaded. She was in here with her kittens. So you're such a good boy. Thank you for being the best boy that I ever did best. So I miss you, son. I miss you, Adriana. I wish you guys would contact me and let me know something that you're alive. We're like a couple weeks away from the case being, if they take me to trial, Dad's fighting it. I don't know if I'll win the trial. They shouldn't even be taking me to trial. They already dropped your wife's charges for the same charges they have against me. So 14 months later, they're still holding me, to a trial. And I've had to hire an attorney, tens of thousands of dollars, when it shouldn't even be happening. So I may end up going to jail. I'm preparing to go to jail. even though I shouldn't. I know, loved one, I don't want to go to jail. It's going to devastate this dog when I do. So, you're just the best guy I ever did. Best puppy dog that I love. We just have to do whatever Father tells us, huh? So, I just want you to know, son, like I said, I don't get to do too many messages. And like I said, at this point, John Caligo, your attorney, now my attorney, has said that if I can contact you, because it's a matter of life and death, that you can contact me. Get a hold of me on email. Dad, you're a piece of shit. I hate you. Through a third party. It's not going to matter, Elijah. You're not, I'm going to get this taken care of. You're not facing more time, if you think about it, just for letting me know you're alive. John said that you can do that. If you're still alive, Elijah, please let me know you're alive. They will not let me report you missing or murdered, or your wife. So I'm trying, dude. I'm doing everything I can. Seriously. I have John as my attorney now. That's your attorney. I hired him, and he's hopefully going to get this case dismissed. When it's dismissed, son, I'll come looking for you again. I'm going to find you again, Elijah. I'm going to find you again. I'm going to do that before I leave the U.S. I should just leave, but I'm not. I shouldn't let anything hang me up. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm going to keep looking for you. I'm going to go find your wife's parents, and I'm going to ask them why they haven't contacted me. You've been with Adriana for 5 or 6 years. You'd think if she was missing, they would contact me. So I'm not going to stop looking for you, Elijah. I want you to know that. So this message is for you. Please contact me. Call me. My number hasn't changed. 541-214-9232. Contact me on my P.O. Box. Same P.O. Box. You know the P.O. Box number. Contact me via Predestined4light. Lanecountychoppers. Email. Here on the live stream. Anything, son. Just please let me know you're alive. I'll leave you alone if you don't want to talk to me. If you hate me, I'll never bother you ever again. Go live your life. I'll still file the lawsuits. I'll give you all the money. I don't want money. I just want to know that you're okay. You know, I've been trying and trying and trying, and I have to wake up every day not knowing if you're okay or not. And I have to live with this terrorism in my mind. And it's God doing it. So I'm not mad at this ministry. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm more mad at myself for not going and taking that precious metals and going on the road like you told me. So I miss you, son. Elijah John. You're a good young man. If you didn't, you know, if you had done something where it was so bad that, you know, you didn't do your time or something, I'd go tell you, go do your time. But you did your time times 2. So I'm standing up for you because you're a good man. You are a good man. And I don't know why you'd be mad at me, because I'm trying to help you. Why does it backfire in my face? Why does Dad have to suffer? Why did I have to lose all my precious metals? That was the retirement, right? You said take it and go. Why would you take something from me you told me to take and leave? So I'm responsible for your death, son, because I didn't listen to you. And I have to live with that. So if you're mad at me, I'll have to live with that for the rest of my life. And Adriana too, your daughter, my daughter, your wife. I told Marshall one day I'm going to talk to her when this case ends, and that is now in 24th of November. 20 days, son. Less than 3 weeks. 1 week later is the trial. You're not going to even be there, son. I told you not to stop the car. You're on my case, and they're not going to even have you there. Or Adriana, she was in the car too. You guys are on my case, and they're not even going to have you there at my trial. I don't even know what Father's doing with me. I don't even know how I can have a trial, son, with you not there. Are you going to be there? Are you going to be at my trial? I was all excited to see you at your trial. Even if they sent you to jail, we get it figured out. Now it's my trial. Are you going to show up? Is Adriana going to show up to my trial? I'm confused, son. I don't know why you just leave me hanging like this. I'm your fucking dad, for Christ's sake. I took care of you for a lot of years. Both your mom, when your mom wasn't wanting to be a parent, dad was a man dad. Remember, I raised you for almost 8 years as a single dad. We had some amazing times together, an amazing relationship, and you were supposed to move here. Not like we had a bad relationship. This shouldn't be happening at all, Elijah. You're so mad at me you were going to move here. Now you don't want to talk to me ever again. You're just going to leave me hanging and know that every day I get terrorized. You can't just let me know that you're alive, that Adrian is alive. You guys are together. You're apart. So why? You knew for 17 days that this could happen. Why would you not tell me, Dad, if this happened, I'll be pissed. Fucking I'll never talk to you again. You didn't. We talked about this. We knew this could happen. Why would you just cut me off like this? I'm very confused, Elijah. I know we've had our ups and downs, but never anything like this. Nothing like this. Nothing ever. We never really had that. It was just a disagreement or something, you know, like never over a reconstructed title or something, just something stupid or something. But we don't. I even tried to think about you to get you to call me because I've always been able to get you to call me. And I was thinking about somebody else that knew you and he called me. And you didn't. I'm like, come on, Father, I don't want a birthday because I don't do birthdays, but you can't have him call me today on his birthday. Not that we celebrate birthdays, but I'm not asking for a gift. I guess I kind of was, huh? You can't at least give me that, Father? Somebody know Elijah Werner? Is he alive? Marshall Radanich, I'm going to fucking sue the fuck out of Marshall Radanich. I'm not going to hurt him. I'm not going to do anything to the man. I don't want any vengeance toward him, or I will file a civil lawsuit. He took my fucking dog and my silver, you know, and he gave my dog back in deplorable conditions. And he knows where Elijah's at. You mark my words, if Marshall Radanich is alive right now of Wolf Creek, Oregon, and I'm making the fucking discovery, Marshall, you know where Elijah's at. You either killed him or you know where he's at, and you're not telling me. So you are a dog shit piece of fucking work to not call me and at least fucking text message me. Hey, here's your son. He's alive. Remember when I went to your house, Marshall, you told me, hey, I know somebody who might know where he's at. You would contact me in a week, and then you didn't contact me in a week. When I contacted you a week later, you asked me, hey, what's going on with Elijah? You fucking rug pulled me, you piece of shit. I'm going to sue Marshall Radanich for every fucking thing he has and see that he's working at the goddamn Dairy Queen. I ain't trying to take his livelihood, but that motherfucker killed my son. And I believe that he's gotten away with it so far because I don't believe that Josephine County is responsible. I believe that it's Marshall Radanich. That's who I reported him murdered by to Josephine County in Josephine County. And that's where he was seen, my son, in Josephine County. So I've gotten everything right so far. So, hey, even in Marshall, if you're watching this shit, give up Elijah's location now. You've had him long enough. If he owed you fucking money from that track chair that I sold for you or of yours to pay for Elijah's fucking attorney, remember I paid a lot more than you paid. Let him go. Let my fucking son go, Marshall. Let my son go, Marshall. I'll be contacting you the day my case is dropped, Marshall Radanich. You better expect a phone call, Marshall Radanich, Mount Creek, Christmas Valley property. He's got more properties, one up in Applegate. Is that where you've gotten Elijah? Is his dead body up there off of Applegate in Jacksonville, Oregon? Because I remember you have that property too, Marshall. You better expect the feds to be coming up and looking at that property. And I still know where that property's at, Marshall. I'll be coming and looking for my son, Marshall Radanich, snitch, bitch. Snitches end up ditches, not by me, or snitches end up with fucking snitches, not by me, Marshall. It's time to let go of Elijah. Did he owe you money for the bill? No, I paid his bill. Did he owe you money for the first bill? Okay, you had a fucking $10,000. He's been gone for 18 months. You said he can make $300 fucking a day. That doesn't add up, Marshall. Why have you not let my son go? I'm coming to sue you, Marshall. I'll be sending the cops to your door again, Marshall. I told you that in text message, but they wouldn't go there. That's not my fault that the cops didn't show up your house, but they will, Marshall. Eventually they will. Have Elijah Werner call me, Marshall. You know where my son's at. If any one person on this rock knows where Elijah John Werner, and Adriana Massey is at right now, it's Marshall Radonich. That was residing off of Mount Creek, off Wolf Creek in Wolf Creek, Oregon, in Josephine County. Marshall Radonich. Somebody get a hold of this prick and tell him, you better fucking have my son call me, because in just weeks, I told him one day I would talk to my daughter when this case is over, and now they're either going to send me to jail, and the odds in your favor, even though there's no luck, Marshall, that when I get out of jail, I'll still be pursuing this, or Marshall, the day November 24th, I will be contacting you. Feds, are you watching me? Feds, you better get involved, stupid fucking pricks, because I tried to get you involved before. When I contact Marshall Radonich on November 24th, if that's the day they drop, then I'm filing the federal lawsuit against you, Feds, too. Because when I go to trial, and if they don't convict me, that's a wrongful prosecution. And so I'll be continuing that. So, Marshall, you're going to be facing some serious fucking charges for not giving my passport back. Remember, I have evidence on my phone, Marshall, that you said you had my silver and gold. So they're going to be coming for you, Marshall. I've already talked to Adriana's parents to find out where she's at. I'm sure if she's alive, if you don't have her, they'll be coming to talk to Adriana too. Did she take it? That's what you said, but you said you had it. So Marshall Radonich, I am going to be pursuing you, Marshall Radonich, not coming to your door. I'm going to be contacting Josephine County again when they drop mine. And if the Josephine County doesn't take the fucking police report then for me again, I guarantee I'll be carting the Department of Justice all the way down until I have somebody over at Josephine County. If I have to fucking go to Josephine County Sheriff's Office myself to report my fucking son and daughter murdered again, I will, Josephine County. You mark my fucking word, Josephine County, because I'm coming for you too, Josephine County. Whoever that sheriff who said, I'm going to put you in jail, you're going to jail, Josephine County. Feds, you fucking watch this channel. I know you do. Your ass is in a sling. You waited too fucking long. You waited too long. You waited too fucking long. So have my son call me. I won't file any fucking lawsuits. You have my word. I file no lawsuits. If I hear from my son today, from either Marshall Radonich, Adriana, or the Fed, somebody contacts me today, you mark my words, I'll file no lawsuits. But you mark my fucking words, brothers and sisters. I don't hear from my son today. And I already said if they take me to trial, I'm kind of giving them a little bit of an out. You know, I haven't even heard from my attorney today. I will fucking file no lawsuits. I'll leave the country. I'm coming back. You ain't going to make me leave. But I'll leave the country and I'll come back and the whole thing's a wash. Let my son go, drop his charges. He already dropped Adriana's charges. It's a wash. We'll let it go. Too fucking bad. You assaulted me. You assaulted my daughter. Who fucking cares? I don't want to be a millionaire. I don't want the money. I don't think my son gives a fuck about it. But you mark my words, brothers and sisters. It's going to go. This fucking case is going to finally end. It seems like an eternity for me. Imagine waking up every day that your son could be rotting his body corpse and your daughter rotting corpse body, and they won't even go look for him. But you know where they're at. So I'm getting closer every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be pursuing Marshall Radonich. I will be calling Josephine County on October or November 24th. They better fucking get their ass together, because when I report them again and tell them, you guys did not fucking report the first time, and I'm coming for your asses because my attorney couldn't get the lawsuit or the CAD call, excuse me, your asses better fucking go look Marshall Radonich and find out right now where the fuck he's at, because there will be a federal indictment whoever that fucking took that goddamn police call and said, if we go there and contact your son, you have a no contact order, which Dave Vanderberg should have dropped, because they already dropped Adriana's conspiracy charges, which mean there should have been no contact order of conspiracy. They don't have a case. Like when they take me to trial, that case of criminal conspiracy is dropped because they already dropped Adriana's charges. So that criminal conspiracy charge is dropped. They should have went and looked for Adriana and Elijah that day at Marshall Radonich's house. So Dave Vanderberg is on the sling too to be federally indicted that day. And I can prove that. Remember, If they dropped her charges in September, they should have dropped the no contact order. And I've been pleading to Dave Vandenberg to drop that. So when I called Josephine County to say, go look for my son, they say, we can't go there because you have a no contact order. Dave Vandenberg is in the sling for that, isn't he? Because if he would have dropped that no contact order, they would have went and looked for Elijah and Adriana that day, correct? Yes. So Josephine County, Dave Vandenberg, our asses are in a sling, evidentiary. See, these people think they can run from this shit. So the only chance that these people have, not by chance, is me contacted before the end of the fucking day, and it ain't happening. I ain't hearing from my attorney. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to pursue this shit. I'm doing this for my son. I feel like a complete fucking asshole because I didn't file these lawsuits already, but it's okay. I have patience and I have faith. I've been asking Father to step in on this, and he hasn't, so I have to be patient. But my patience is done. I'm done. It's not like I have a trial date on December 2nd. 1 week prior to that, November 24th, they have a pretrial hearing. If they don't drop this at the trial hearing, they're done. 100% on December 2nd, right? I will be contacting November 4th before I go to jail. If I go to trial, I'll be contacting Josephine County again on November 24th. If they don't drop my case, or if they drop my case, we'll live stream it, okay? We'll do a live. We'll live stream the fucking thing. I will. I'll figure out somebody else to be here. I'll use somebody else's phone, and we'll live stream the whole fucking thing. I'm coming for you, Josephine County, with lawsuit. I'm coming for you, Marshall Radonich, with lawsuit. I'm coming for you, feds, with lawsuit. I'm coming for you, state police, with lawsuit. I'm coming for you, Dave Vandenberg, with lawsuit. Michael Taylor, you're fucking retired. I'm coming for your pig retired ass too. Ted Martin, you're going to get fucking civilly lawsuit too. You were the goddamn fucking district attorney. He would not take my call hundreds of times and file this special weapons and tactics SWAT warrant against me. So Ted Martin thinks he's going to get his ass out of it because he's retired. Ted Martin will be coming out of fucking retirement and doing time in prison after they file a lawsuit against Ted Martin. Go look at the case. There's 17 fucking days prior to me trying to contact. I have contacted Ted Martin's office, as well as now it's Paul Charas, and he won't fucking talk to me. Neither of these pricks, district attorneys, will contact me when I've had counsel or without counsel. I've even, when I had counsel, tried to get my attorney to have a meeting with the district attorney, and he refused to talk to me. So Ted Martin, you're going to prison. Paul Charas, you're going to prison. Pat Wolke, you're going to prison. Dave Vandenberg, you're going to prison. That's right. Let's see, who else is on the list? Sam Birch, you're going to prison. Lily Frank, you're going to prison. Pat Wolke, you're going to prison. I already say Dave Vandenberg, the two judges in the case, they're going to fucking prison. Absolutely they are. I can prove that Dave Vandenberg contacted Pat Wolke and told him to come out here and take care of me. And when I told Pat Wolke, and I have recorded on my fucking phone in open court, which I'll file a FOIA request if I have to, which I already have recorded, to get that Pat Wolke was going to throw me into a trial by myself, which is inadequate counsel, right in my Fifth Amendment violation, and that said he didn't know anything about the case when I said my son was murdered in his county and he was a seated judge. He didn't take a pause or recess. He said he didn't know what I was talking about, and I guarantee you, if you put him on a lie detector test, yes, or a polygraph, he will fail that, even though it's not admissible in court that Dave Vandenberg did call him. He's a lying piece of shit and should never sit on the fucking bench as a judge. His judgment is clouded and should sit in the rest of his life in fucking prison. I'm sure Pat Wolke, Dave Vandenberg hired Pat Wolke to try to come take care of me. I guarantee you'll find discovery under cellular data that Dave Vandenberg called Pat Wolke. When I told Pat Wolke in open court that my son was murdered in his county, he said he didn't know what I was talking about and move on. He said he was going to threaten to throw me in jail for reporting my son and daughter murdered in his county. Yes, he did, and I have all that recorded too. So Pat Wolke will be doing a bunch of fucking time in prison because he lied to me in open court, tried to violate my right, and because Paul Palmer quit months prior, tried to have Paul Palmer, my legal counsel, represent me in a fucking trial, or said I had to represent myself, which both were a violation of my Miranda rights, adequate counsel, 100%. And I can prove this. So Guaranteed, Pat Wilkie is going to fucking prison. That dude is an absolute fucking tyrant. I've never seen his eyeballs, but if I ever see his eyeballs, I'll go visit his ass in prison and then remind him of the shit stain that he is and that he fucking violated my son. And what I said, because I think my son may still have been alive at that time. Guess what? He didn't fucking he told me, I'm going to throw you in jail. Quit speaking gibberish. You know, I don't know what I'm talking about. That he's going to throw me in front of a fucking judge, and I should just listen to my attorney. And I don't know what I'm talking about as far as logistically. And I said, okay, you do whatever you want. If you take me to trial, it'll be a mistrial. You haven't even called witness. You haven't contacted Ryan Solberg. You haven't contacted Sheriff Dumar, Officer Black. You haven't called Lily Frank. You haven't had any witness called. It'll be a mistrial. Oh, no, you're going to go to trial. You want a speedy trial. Well, he ended up backpedaling, didn't he? Piece of shit, Pat Wilkie. You don't know shit from Shinola, you piece of shit judge. Elijah, I'm going to take Pat Wilkie's job for you, Elijah, not out of vengeance. That man, I reported you dead, Elijah, and he told me that I was speaking gibberish, Elijah. I will make sure that Pat Wilkie, with that gibberish, that he remembers that when I go visit Pat Wilkie in prison, Elijah, if you're dead, I will go visit him because I don't speak any vengeance. I'll remind him of the gibberish that he said, because I said you were dead and murdered. And Adriana, your wife, was murdered or raped in his county. And he told me that was gibberish, Elijah. He said he was going to throw me in jail if I didn't stop trying to report you dead, Elijah. So this stream is for you, Elijah. So they've thrown me in jail, Elijah. When I reported you, to look for you by Josh Bezel, he threw me in jail. I said the cops knew where you're at. That find out Josephine County, you were there. So they sent that Josephine County judge out here, Elijah. It's 5-6 hours away, Elijah. Why would they send a judge from 5 hours away to rule on my case for a pretrial hearing, which I have, Elijah, in 3 weeks, which I have John Kliegel as my attorney, not Paul Palmer anymore. And remember when I showed up, I actually did it over the phone. He said that Paul Palmer, remember I was there with Kevin, that Paul Palmer didn't even show up, Elijah. They violated my Miranda rights of adequate counsel. Paul Palmer didn't even show up to the court case, Elijah, my appointed counsel. And then when they finally got a hold of him, Elijah, he said, no, I quit months ago. He had forgotten to call. So then Pat Wilkie tried to make Paul Palmer represent me during trial, who had already quit. So he didn't give me counsel. So Paul Palmer's going to prison. So just for you, Elijah, because he wouldn't take your fucking body reported, neither would the state police. So I'll go and file a lawsuit against every one of those state police too, because I've contacted the state police to report you dead, Elijah, and they said they don't have jurisdiction to take a report. They're the ones who shot you, Elijah, and grenaded you. They don't have jurisdiction. They can shoot you and come out here and wreck the ministry, shoot out all the windows in the cabin, but they don't have jurisdiction to take a report for your body, Elijah, or Adriana. So I'll be suing the state of Oregon as well. For you, Elijah, this is what Father told me to do, for accountability, not for vengeance. And so I'll be doing this. I've neglected. It's my fault. But remember, I don't want to file a lawsuit where it taxes the county and the state people who have to pay. The taxpayer pays for the criminal behavior of their public servants. He's supposed to be serving at a law enforcement or community or public service, and they're not. What they did out here is an absolute assault and battery of you, me, the animals, your wife, and we can prove that. So I don't know why you won't contact me, but I will. I'm trying to be patient. You dad's got patience. So Elijah, on 24th of November, which is what, how many days away? Because it's the 4th today, right? It's the 4th. It's your date that you came birthed onto this rock 26 years ago. Well, I'll take care of this, son. I apologize. I'm not being fast enough for you. I really wish you just contact me. It's not over, son. You still have this lawsuit. There's no, statute of limitation on what they did to you. They assaulted you. They assaulted your wife. They assaulted me. They assaulted our animals. We will hold them accountable, not vengeance. So if you don't file it, I will. I don't want to, but I will. The only way, and they're not going to contact me today. I know they watch the channel, but they won't contact me. Why, Elijah? They dismissed your wife's charges in September when you supposedly went missing, for the same charges they now have me 14 months later holding on the same charges they dropped your wife's charges on. So they have it out for Dad still. If you'll be patient, and let Dad do what he needs to do. If you're still alive, I'm not going to stop. Once this no contact order and the case is dropped, I have full run to come find you again. Even when they had a no contact order, I came looking for you, Elijah. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't end up in jail and I can't look for you. Okay? And even if they throw me in jail wrongfully, I'll file an appellate case and I will win my court case in a federal case. They just don't want to look at anything. So I'm doing everything I can, son. I don't know what else to do at this point. Every day I wake up terrorized knowing that Father could change this, and he's not. So is there something he's putting in your head that you don't want to contact me? Why won't you contact me? I know there's a no contact order. You're not going to get in trouble for that, Elijah. You're not going to get in trouble for that. John told me if it's a matter of life and death, and it is, that I could contact you. That's why I'm straight talking to you. Not worried about their third party no contact order. Fuck you, state police. Fuck you, Lake County. You're not going to put no contact. I'm not breaking the no contact order. Adriana, there is no contact order because they dropped her case. So Elijah, we still have all the evidence. Please contact me today, son. Please contact me today. If they come bust us, whatever, we'll figure it out. Let just so we can have some kind of. You're not facing that much. You're talking about 30 to 60 days as opposed to 7 years. You're not facing that much more time. Please contact me. Have Adriana contact me. Anybody contact me. Messenger. Anybody, son, please. Son, I miss you so much. I don't have anybody else in this world. You were my only person I literally had a connection with. And I know Father took that from me. So I'm not mad at Marshall. I'm not mad at you if you're mad at me, but can't you just let me know you're alive? I can't report you murdered. I've tried. Missing. I've tried. Adriana, missing, rape, murder. They will not take a report. And there is foul play. So I'm going to be leaving the country, Elijah, but I'll come look for you before I go. So I will. I will. I know I should leave day one, but I'm not. I'm gonna look for you. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of time, and I feel better if I leave the country. And I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back, son. I'm not leaving you. I'm going to take a vacation so I can get a break and come back like you told me I should have taken the vacation already. So 24th of November. We're like 20 days. Tomorrow, like literally less than 3 weeks, or less than 3 weeks. We're days away, not almost weeks, so not months. So no contact. I don't see any call from my attorney here today. So but anyways, all right. I'm going to wrap this up, take a break here for a little bit, and been doing this a little while. Thank you, son. I miss you. I hope to hear from you. I'm going to get off here. Maybe you'll contact me. I don't think so, brother, sister. I just don't have any evidence to show that he's still here with us today. So, but I got to try as a dad. You got to try. For my daughter, I got to try. So if anybody knows where Elijah is at, I told you where he's at. If anybody have Marshall, contact me, because Marshall is going to get his ass sued. I'm going to take everything fucking Marshall owns. Not in vengeance. That man literally fucking had took my dog for months and months and months, and now he's fucking dead. So this guy should be having to start all over like I've had to start all over so many times. Go flip some fucking burgers, Marshall. You should have just given my fucking precious metals back and let this slide, but you got fucking greedy, Marshall. So what happened to my son could make $300 a day at the gold mines, Marshall, and my daughter. So you said you can hide him. You're hiding my son, and I know it. And I'm going to come with an investigator to have you arrested immediately, because when I report you to Josephine County, they're going to take a report this time, Marshall, because when there's no contact order, they're going to have to take a fucking report, Marshall. So I've had direct thing, and I know Marshall's been in here, brothers and sisters. He probably don't watch it anymore because it's been so long, but he was watching. Because he was contacting me, as far as he had some contact, knowing that he'd watched this. So I will be placing lawsuit against Marshall Radanich as well. He's not going to get away with killing my fucking son and not hold him accountable. So appreciate it, guys. Like I said, this one was just for my son. I miss him. I love him so much. And 26 years ago today, Father gave him to me as a blessing and abundance. And I miss him tremendously. He's a very smart man, and I could use like George Carlin, a little humor, or use just his advice right now. So uh, I miss you, Adriana. I apologize. I didn't mean to get either of you hurt. So if you're mad at me, would you just contact me? Let me know you're live, and I'll leave you alone. I'll never contact you for the rest of your days that you walk this rock. So go file your lawsuits, kids. You're grown-ass adults, but go file your damn lawsuits. I will here soon. A couple weeks, I'll be filing mine, you know. So, and I'll be file on your half if you don't file it, habeas corpus. So I will. I will. I have to. If you're not going to do it, they need held accountable for what they did to both of you. So I love you guys, and I miss you both so much. I hope you're together, and maybe you're together, but you're both past and you're both together and, you know, waiting. And I'm not too much further behind you guys. And if you're here, I sure miss you. I really wish you guys would have, you know, contacted me and we could have started working. I probably already built that house for you over there on Bowen. So I'm still holding on to that property, thinking that one day you guys might come back too. And I need to get rid of that if you guys aren't here. I don't have any more land payments. So that's the only one I have. And I have taxes on that. So I need to get out from underneath that so I don't have debt that I shouldn't, you know, that was your guys' property. You were going to take over the land payment. So contact me, please. If anybody knows where Elijah Werner, Adriana Massey is at, please have them contact me. Have them contact John Caligo at 541-214-92. Oh, excuse me, 541-484 1066, and have them, you know, let him know where he's at. All right. I miss you, Elijah, John Werner. I miss you, Adriana. I apologize if you guys, if I got you both killed. I never intended that. Father wrote it, so he made me try to help you, and I apologize so much for what I did. I didn't listen to you, son. So I'm going to pay for that for the rest of my life. But at least Dad tried. You know what I was doing, so it's not like there's some kind of guessing here. So I miss you and I love you, Elijah Bear. I'll have to see you on the other side. I guess if I don't contact you, we'll have to see each other without flesh. So thank you, Father, for the ministry so I can have a chance to at least speak to him. It's really hard today. 26 years ago, you gave him to me, and now you've taken him from me. So I don't know if I'll ever talk to you again, Elijah. If I do, that'd be great. And I don't actually, I didn't even know what I'd say to you if I saw you in person at this point. I'm so overwhelmed. But I miss you guys so much. I hope you're doing okay, which I don't see how that's even possible with having to look over your shoulder all the time, knowing that they already shot you once. But I hope you're hanging, clinging to the word like I am. It's the only thing that's keeping me here. I'll have to beat you on the other side. And I'm not going to do anything stupid to risk that. So I'm your dad, and I'm not your father's son, and you know that. I hope you've shared that with your wife, Adriana, and I love you both tremendously. And if I don't see you guys on this side of the flesh, I'll have to see you after I die. Pastor Revelation, Pastor Apocalypse. Whoa.